was having some technical issues, so. And Blue's not in here also. And Clark, who may or may not be joining as well. Let me see what numbers are looking.
Oh, we're not doing Operation Freedom?
Negative.
Wasn't ready in time.
Ah, crap.
Plus, Ninja is not around to run it, so we figured it gives us time to get it fixed and ready to run, and gives time so that Ninja can actually run it. Because it's not really Operation Freedom without Ninja running it, let's be honest.
Which one was that?
That's the one where
called
Ninja
one.
was screaming a bunch?
Which one was
Yeah,
that?
everyone?
That does literally not
Does it
narrow
clear
it
it
down.
up?
The one that
Was
recreates
that
Independence Day.
the AC-131?
Yes.
The president.
Ah, that's a
Yeah,
shame.
the one where you rescue the president. Looks like a very cool mission.
Squash sabotaged it, so independence never happened.
Please, I don't need to sabotage anything. You Americans have a history of turning up late to fights.
Boom. Roasted.
Yeah, but we also have a history of winning them for you.
You did not win World War One.
Speaking, happy bit of Treason Day.
That was 2 days ago, though.
Yeah, no.
It's debatable who actually won World War One because it was kind of an if anyone wasn't there, it would have been lost by the other side.
Yeah,
Or it
Pyrrhic
would have been
victory
lost
for
by
sure.
that side.
I'm just saying, France was the MVP for the Entente.
Fuck yeah.
People talk a lot of shit about France, but they made a big difference in World War II at the very least.
Oh yeah.
Saved us at Dunkirk.
People talk shit about France because they got bowled over
France
without
also
really giving up a...
kept the Germans back during Normandy too. Like they sabotaged rail lines, communication lines, and shit.
People give them shit because their whole country surrendered, not because they didn't fight at all.
No, we give them shit for a very good reason. Their high command during the first, initial period of World War II was fucking atrocious.
Oh, they were
I mean, they did fire their high
laughably
command
bad.
during the middle of it.
Well, yeah, once it was
I
the
love-
French resistance, they got on some shit. But the beginning
for sure,
part,
but that's
they
not
just
organized
tipped over.
fighting as a country. That is individual people standing up for what's right.
Yeah, and then there was also the whole
The French army was trash.
We're at 21.
The,
that is 3 fire teams right now.
that that whole section in the middle there where the government was created and allied with the Nazis, and yeah, that was not great.
Yeah, Vichy
So
France.
confusing to me to have the Euros trashing France and the Americans defending them. What's going on here?
Hey, we're allowed to.
Listen,
Returning the favor.
That's
we're
all right.
I was going to say we're returning
don't
the
live
favor. The
next
French
door
helped
to
us in 1776. We got to help them once in a while, or it's not okay.
France,
Don't worry, tomorrow we'll be back to normal. We're in the patriotic spirit, you know. 4th of July was,
4th of July was 2 days ago. Give me a break.
How was your holiday yesterday though? Count your fingers day.
I didn't lose
I
any.
counted 10.
I got to
I was
20.
able to keep track of them on my hands.
I went around and
I have a
picked up
finger
a bunch.
for every finger.
You got all your toes?
No. I picked up other fingers. It's fine. I now have
That's a
extras.
net
I
profit
have
right
spares
there.
now.
It's one of those finger
It's
necklaces.
always handy to have a spare.
There was this one stadium in America where 6 fireworks went rogue into the crowd at different intervals.
That's not good.
Yeah, well, they have lots of people. What's a few dead ones?
That's a fucking NRA philosophy right there.
They at least have the freedom to do it, though. You want to shoot a firework into a crowd? Fuck yeah.
All right, who's giving the rundown for this one?
Into a cow?
Let's get this fucking party started.
Who's hosting this mission?
Toast and
Ooh,
Turtle.
yeah.
Turtle turns up.
He's having PC issues, so he will be turning up.
Finally turned it off.
I'm here, guys.
Who wants to give the rundown?
I mean, if you just mean read the situation, I can read it off of ARCOMM.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hang on 1 second.
Is Viking still waiting for the train?
Viking is in Cardiff.
He is away in Wales in his home.
The
London
Soviets
can
have
sleep
pushed us
safe.
back to France.
In the
Viking-
field with the sheep.
and outmaneuvering us at every turn. While they've given us some breathing room for now, they're bound to restart their assault and push us all the way to the coast in a bid to control all of Europe. ARCOMM has other plans and wants us to be the pebble that starts the avalanche. With the help of our sister squadron, 1st ACR 3rd Squadron, we are to break the front line in a classic hammer and anvil movement, which will, finally, break our losing streak and kickstart the fall of the Soviet offensive for good. Godspeed, ladies and gents.
Good stuff.
Thank you, Ramen.
So we are a platoon that has Humvees, by the look of it. A bunch of Humvees. Doesn't appear to be anything else. There are some demo charges, and we have 136 launchers in the vehicles.
And
Gamblers
some
are
red
Abrams.
eyes. And you got Ravens, yeah. And a Bradley.
I was going to say, there's friendly forces listed as Abrams, Bradley, and 1st Cav platoon. But I don't see Ravens listed in the, at least on the ARCOMM situation.
But it won't be Raven, because it's not air cavalry.
Oh, the UAV is Ravens, not Raven, the call sign. Gotcha.
I think if we break Orbat a little bit in full stack alpha, that's kind of where numbers are leaning right now, just with all
It
the
says
special
slot to
assets.
full before slotting optional rolls.
G1, G2 required.
That's true.
Careful
Yeah,
with
you do need the
slotting
tanks.
teams above 4. It might be Humvees.
It
No,
is
I'm
Humvee.
not.
They are Humvees, yeah.
I'm keeping them at 4. I'm just giving them an extra fire team.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh.
Because that's where numbers are at right now. So we got it's probably going to be an alpha with 3 fire teams. So probably Bravo 1 will just form on alpha. The 2 gamblers, and then room for a special team, which will probably be 2 slot, so it won't be Mike.
Pretty sure you
Most
get it
likely.
backwards there, Moose.
I don't know. This is why I'm
Pedro
asking
just
questions.
typed in the wrong order.
Yes,
So
the
the
gamblers.
gamblers are
The
Abrams?
gamblers are Abrams, and the Mike is a Bradley.
That's the norm. Yeah.
This is one of the missions where armor is made to die.
Also cool.
All right. So while we wait for Turtle, let's get an ASL. They're going to be in charge of the mission. You're going to have 3 fire teams and 2 gamblers and a special team under you. Arguably, you could take a sergeant.
Which slot?
ASL. Let's get his medic.
Don't forget dibs.
Yes. Getting that.
He says forgetting dibs.
So we have Pedro, Cypher, and Squash. Do you have dibs or not? I'm confused.
I do. I'm just saying I'm not going to use it.
Oh, okay. Got
I
it.
don't feel I did enough work.
Gotcha.
Why do I have dibs?
Because you're a maintainer.
Kept the dream
that's-
alive. All right. So if you guys have dibs, you guys are free to slot. We're taking 2 gamblers for sure, and then there's 2 men left over for 2 people
For
left
what?
over for
The
a weapon
special
squad.
role of Heyday's Choice, which is?
Yes.
Yes.
You got Matt, MMG. You got Hat. That could be cool.
Hat sounds fun.
Okay.
It has a 2-man slot anyway.
Ah.
Cool.
What's Hat again?
Heavy anti-tank.
I
Usually
have to
javelin.
imagine a javelin.
Man
Are
portable.
they vehicle mounted or man running?
You don't remember.
For Americans, javelins would make sense, but
Yeah, that would make sense with the Orbat. Let me take a look.
And
There's no
yes,
vehicles
MJ.
mentioned. That
It's
there's
going to be
a,
just like there's. I think there's
so-
probably an unarmed Humvee with javelins in it. Is the answer?
yeah. Let's hope for that.
I honestly don't remember.
It'll be something heavy, and it will kill tanks theoretically. So
Yes.
Reminder that we do have buddies also.
Yes.
Lycan's handling that for this mission.
So-
Tom, if you take
Tom.
the 2 auto rifle.
Gotcha. Here we go.
Yeah, 1 command Humvee, 1 med
That's what
Humvee.
CLS 80 was. Okay.
Mark 19. Yeah, it doesn't mention in briefing. All right. So let's get in Alpha 1, Alpha 2, and Alpha 1, Alpha 2, and Bravo 1 fire team lead.
Should probably just add fire team
Numbers are
infantry, shouldn't I? Oh.
Let me see if I can. We just had 2 people join. One's Turtle. Let's see.
Yeah, that's Hawkwing.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to change too much.
If it's 2 people, we could take another special team, I guess.
Everything. If you've got 1 left over, you can take the mic.
Yeah, we do have 1 left over, so we could take Mike. But that would mean dissolving hat.
Fuck you.
We have 1 or 2 left over.
We have 1 left over. So that would add an extra man to the special team, so we could take Mike. You could also just take a sergeant and then just backfill them, or a driver, or whatever you want.
I could also give a 3rd guy to hat.
You could have the 2nd gunner from the other one.
Yeah, you could do that too. There's no slot for it, but yeah, you definitely could.
There is 2. Hat 2. Gunner. There.
Oh yeah, that would just be.
Gunner,
Yeah. All right. Do you want to do that?
I like that. Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. We'll slot hat to 3. All right. We need an Alpha 2 and Bravo 1 fire team lead. These are smaller teams. Good to learn. Get your feet wet with leading.
Yeah, Turtle, go ahead and slot to A2. I'm interested to see how you'll Zeus this.
I'm a master. I'm a pro, baby.
Why is Turtle just in his map? Oh no.
You're a pro, baby?
He is. He's very good at being a baby.
All right, we need an Alpha 2
Have you
fire
read
team
my
lead.
AARs?
Alpha 2 fire team lead. Come on. All right, we'll scroll down to the special roles. We'll start with Gambler 1. Let's get the Gambler 1 commander. Jesus Christ, guys. Come on. Somebody's got to do something here.
You know people want
We're
the
all
gunner,
waiting
right?
for Gunner.
Yeah, they're all waiting for Gunner.
I'm not allowed to take a leader slot. I tested.
I did the commander last
I
time.
could try it if you
I've
want.
played this, I'm not doing it.
I've also played Armor in this. Not doing it again.
Well done.
There can't be.
Fuck all of you.
Let's
Thank
get
you,
a
Rosie.
Gambler 1 gunner. Gambler 1 driver. All right. Let's get a Gambler 2 commander.
You might as well call the gunner.
I mean, there won't be
I'm not
need
giving
for a
in.
gunner
I'm
if
not
there's no
giving in to the
commander.
people who are just sitting there hovering over gunner. We need a commander first.
Depending on the gunner, I will take commander.
Commander.
I'm just waiting for us to slot the commander, and then we go to gunner, and no one takes it.
Thank you, Hawkwing. Let's get a Gambler 2 gunner.
I can't
bastard.
slot. I can't slot.
Thank you all for playing the joke.
Who was it? Blevins? You can't
I
slot
don't
Blevins?
know who it is. I can't slot. I clicked on it and nothing's happening.
You need to drag.
Oh, you want the Blevins? Yeah, that's fine.
You got it.
That's cool.
Okay, Moose, you can take commander if you want.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, let's get a Gambler 2 driver. Come on.
Pedro's still waiting for a buddy, by the way, Tess.
Yeah, I know. I'm moving to him next. Well, I
You
guess
wanna
while
do it
we,
again?
while we wait for Gambler 2 gunner, let's move to Hat 1. Let's get the Hat 1 gunner. Moving to
Gambler
Hat
2 driver.
Moving to Hat 2. Let's get the Hat 2 gunner. Good stuff. Moving back to Gambler 2. Let's get the Gambler 2 driver. Thank you, Blue. Scrolling back up. Let's fill those teams.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Last slot to be filled was an auto rifleman. That's a first.
I think Cypher misclicked.
I was picking on the one you went for, you bastard. By the way, if you guys don't see it, no, like 30 minutes into the mission, don't worry about it.
Copy that.
I'm already worried about it.
They'll just be in the forest looting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he
very
just went
worried
off in
now.
the wrong direction. It's fine. Don't,
Yeah, if I don't see Noel
Oh, yeah.
for any period of time, I
There's
just
a-
assume that he's looting somebody somewhere.
As a reminder from the announcements we made, we're pretty sure, about 90% certain, that KJW 2 primary weapons is now fixed. So if you find a reason that your commanders sign off on, you can grab something and put it in that extra slot. But only if your commanders sign off on it.
You better worry about your gun now, Cypher.
Pro tip, that's for enemy weapons. If you steal a friendly's weapon, it's fine.
Especially if they're still using it.
You're
It goes
aiming wrong,
from
give me that.
Yeah, it goes from useful quirk to actual comedy. It's great.
Anyone seen with a Russian-style RPG-7 warhead on their back will find a heat flying towards them at a rapid pace.
Bold of you to assume you're
use an
living past
AP
first
round?
contact.
In case I happen to be standing next to the person that's made a dumb decision.
Yeah, AP's the better call for that.
No, I'm hitting them with heat.
Canister.
It's about it's a message.
Oh, sure, we're still
Is this the mission where we had canister shot?
We did,
Yes.
but it doesn't exist now. Because it was overwhelmingly negative on the feedback for that. Apparently it was useless.
It was pretty bad the last time I tried to use it.
Did we use it last time with death hit reaction before we nerfed it?
No, this hasn't been played in
Oh.
ages.
I'm pretty sure this was.
I think the issue is probably like the number of projectiles that an actual canister round has versus the number of projectiles Arma can make.
Yeah. I feel like those are pretty far from each other.
All right, once you guys get to the map screen, read your briefing and ask any questions.
I realize I kind of wasn't paying attention at all, but I heard canister. It has been changed out for HE rounds.
Excellent.
It's the better choice.
There wasn't really that many other choices for this version of the Abrams, apparently.
That's fair. There aren't really many other choices. It's APFS, DS, Heat, and HE. Canister is a weird one.
I feel like, at least on the
Maybe
Columbus.
Willie P.
Oh, hey.
I don't know. I feel like on my last mission there was more choices, so maybe just from a different. I don't know.
People slotted in hat, I recommend you check the equipment tab to see what it is you actually have now. I don't remember, but it might have been some sort of backpack thing.
Oh god,
Might
it's
be
a
a static.
Tato. Alright.
Oh, that's rough.
Does that mean the second hat doesn't actually have a full-on launcher? Because they only
Correct.
have...
I guess I don't need to worry about Clark shooting me now.
I'll find a way.
Hello.
He'll pick up an RPG.
No, but basically, unfortunately, the second gunner will have to be an ammo carrier and actually carry the warheads.
You could put a second tripod in the Humvee.
Could do that, yeah.
Okay.
You can also just load a tow in fully assembled to the vehicle.
Also that.
But that runs like a 50% chance of when you actually unload it, it's just going to boing and break.
I mean, I've had worse experiences assembling them, where they just kill themselves on assembly.
Also, that's what Zeus's are for.
True.
Also, had Zeus tell me, you've broken it too many times, you're out of luck.
Yep. Don't break it too much.
Well, this is going to be a fun mission, that's for sure.
No questions? Anything from Gambler? Anything from FTLs?
No, kill me already.
you got it, just for you.
want it. I mean,
All
the AAR did ask for more ambush points, so...
Hit me with
Oh
your best
God!
shot,
Don't.
bitch.
Why'd you say that? Why? Turtles.
Because anyone can go and read that.
Turtles listening.
Wait, what?
Turtle, go read
No,
the
well, fine. Just
the
go,
AAR.
go, launch it.
What is suspiciously floating Bradley? That's normal, I'm sure.
Go touch it. I'm sure it will not ping off into space.
On the ground for me now, at least.
Oh, it's like ground adjacent.
All right.
It's like the suspension is not loaded, but it's on the ground.
Who's Bravo 1 here? Gotta go find Bravo 1.
They're at the back. They don't matter. Nice.
Yep, good.
Briefing is going to be at the very front of the convoy. Briefing is going to be at the very front of the convoy.
Do I get my own wee-woo wagon?
Get FTLs, vehicle leaders, and then Pedro.
The good news is it will fit.
I suppose.
What a list. Important people, also Pedro.
But I mean, do you see a name on that barrel?
Downright deep. Not having a name like that.
You have an Alpha radio?
They could put it on the tow launcher.
Remarkable. 343 is on the floor.
We got 30 AP and 10 heat. Or 10 HE.
Excellent.
I despise
sorry, 10 HE.
I mean,
not
it's
HE.
good if we're low
And the
numbers.
rest are all
And
APDS.
I don't know.
Command, Alpha 2, I'm at the briefing.
So we don't have any.
Why, hello
solve
there.
Any available
Welcome to the briefing. Rom, are you
Command
Alpha
Alpha
1?
1 is here, yeah.
Good solution.
Gotcha. Yep.
I'll be back.
Yes, we have the purpose-made solutions to all
make sure I
our
can monkey
problems.
bind
This is
stuff
the
up.
general solution.
Welcome to Alphanet Hat. Meet at the front of the convoy by the first Abrams.
I copy that. Are we supposed to be having
Whatever
343
exists in front of
radios?
me button.
Yeah, everyone. It should be full
Is that a
radios.
real thing?
Alright, copy
That
that.
is a real thing.
Do you get the
Miss, I
feeling
think
that the
it's
person who stenciled this was a bit of a moron compared to the guy who stenciled that?
They are expensive.
Yes.
The impact fuses seem easy.
It was like, this is 100% the case. They found some jackass in the motor pool,
Alpha 3 lead, are you on that?
and they were like,
Oh,
Private Kowalski,
Wilson.
go fucking spray paint this on the
Whoa.
barrel.
Welcome.
And then
I think we're
that
just
happened.
looking for Pedro. Do we have the tank commanders on AlphaNet, or are the tank commanders only on command, or do you guys are you on Alpha as well?
Tank commanders are currently on ExoNet. Do you want us on AlphaNet?
Can you push over to Alpha?
Can do.
48. Peach, good news. I only have one radio. I'm grabbing my 343 back.
Gambler 2
What channel
on
you on?
AlphaNet.
Probably I'm on 3.
2, yeah.
Very polite of you to have your briefing right next to our tanks. I don't have to walk at all.
Exactly. So we have 2 gambler crews, just to check.
Yep.
Awesome.
One of them has a good name. The other one doesn't.
Yeah, and it's not yours, Hawk.
Best yeah, someone pointed out that stencil job is not the best on that.
Like, yours was stenciled. They just grabbed some random private out of the motor pool, and were like, "Hey, private, go stencil this," and they handed him like that. Like, that's not a negative of the stencil. That is exactly what the stencil looked like that they handed
Yeah,
him.
he taped the stencil to the barrel. All right, so
hot present.
All right, welcome. So my thoughts are, we have to. It sounds like we want to go for one of these secondary objectives and then the main objective of the town. My thought on the FARP is the FARP just kind of sucks. It's on high ground. It's surrounded entirely by forest. It just kind of blows. It's going to be a smaller point because it's only
it's
a
not
FARP.
much high ground. That's what 3 meters of 6 meters of elevation difference versus over here.
It's 10 from the forest. This area is the best approach to it, but from over here, it's 10, even like 15 meters to some of these places. It's on the high ground around this area. It's all in forest. The tanks are going to be very not enjoying themselves in this terrain in general. My thought on the garrison, even though it's an enemy garrison, west is a friendly assault from...
Could also hit the FARP from the north if we circled around. Then
That
we'd
is
hit
true.
the high ground.
Check, radio check.
That is true. I want to look at the garrison, though. So at the garrison, we're going to have friendly forces west, so we shouldn't be having too many enemy reinforcements from the west. The remnants of this 32nd Mechanized Rifle Division may fall back into us, but they're going to be attrited if they're retreating anyway. So we may have light enemy attack from the west. I think we're going to be relatively unmolested from our west with friendlies that way. It's also in the low ground in a bowl surrounded by a big hill that we can get fire superiority on, and it's a lot more open terrain for our armor pieces. So I'm thinking we take Kachemir or Krachimir and then move northwest from Krachimir to the actual objective.
Northeast, but yes.
Northeast, yeah. Yeah, wow. It is northeast. Does everyone like that concept?
Yeah, good.
Yes, one.
Got it. In terms of getting there, I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of using the front, using this road. This front line seems like it's going to be a little rough. Do we know if this is an occupied front line? I assume we have to push through enemy forces here.
It doesn't specify, but I think the answer is probably yes.
I'm assuming, okay. So the main points of domination I see is
break
this
through
is
the
a good,
Soviet defensive line, so yeah, probably.
This is a good hilltop the Soviets will probably have defenses on, as well as this area here covers this whole valley. It may be worth us moving west and then pushing up this axis to take this hill, this sort of ridge line, and then using that to continue pushing north off the road towards Krachimir, and attempting to get on its east and south to establish on the edges of that bowl to just shoot down into it. Thoughts for everyone on that?
Sounds like a great plan.
Wonderful.
Go get him, team.
Let me fix my marks. I don't know what channel was I.
We've
in? I was
got
in global.
about all up. We've got about 6 kilometers of movement behind enemy lines we need to perform. I presume that's not all going to be dismounted.
No, I don't want all of that to be dismounted. We'll probably want to dismount through this initial frontline area, because we're probably going to take contact pretty hard. Once we get through there, we can probably move to Krachimir, and then establish on the hilltop for it, and obviously dismount and absolutely obliterate this area. Then we'd probably be able to do some sort of mounted movement up into this forest, where we could attack into P-Town either from the southwest or the west, or we could even swing around its north. It's honestly almost...
Can I point out a downside of going to the north, or potentially even also the west?
The west, yeah. It is
over
downhill
here
a
at
bit.
least. You know, I meant up here to this area. If
Yep.
you go this far, there is the 59th Mechanized Rifle Division to the north, and that is the road they're probably going to use to get to the area where
Yeah, to
attempting
reinforce. Yeah, it's probably best to assault up towards the town. If we had artillery, that would make this a lot easier, but...
we could neutralize the enemy artillery, which means we could potentially capture it.
Yeah, that means
same
we're
as
not gonna-
the
could also
capture
mean that
or
we
destroy
potentially
field.
take artillery fire.
Yeah,
It does.
that's true as well.
So we should avoid being too
I think
stationary.
after we take the garrison, we'll mostly be in forest or forested road. So I think that'll help with help a little bit. Hopefully we don't get engaged by artillery though, just in general. Thinking about it, the approach on P-Town is better from the east, is how I read the map here. Does that change us wanting to go for the garrison or the FARP?
This, well, I mean, I think that possibly on purpose. This is potentially easier to attack, but even if you go here, you'll have a harder time for this objective. Whereas if you take this one, which is harder to attack, you may have an easier time up here.
Up on the final objective, yeah.
Yeah, but also, like, one of them is a garrison that basically guarantees quite a bit of troops. The other's a FARP.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's true. This guarantees troops.
true.
This has the potential for enemy armor assets and stuff, though.
Potentially even enemy air.
Yeah,
Although
but
that
we've got
is
more open
that
ground
is a
here, so we
mechanized
can sell to
logo.
gamblers here.
Speaking of enemy air, we do have red eyes in our
Yeah.
Humvees.
Am I misreading this icon, or is that mechanized?
That's mechanized.
Yeah.
That's mechanized, yeah.
So we are expecting armor at the garrison. I would at least.
What does it list? The enemy forces:
So
2 Soviet tank regiments, 2 Soviet Motostrelki rifles, and this is a Motostrelki garrison.
Okay, so it's probably light mechanized motorized.
So it's going to be BTRs, maybe a BMP. There shouldn't be
maybe
tank
BMPs.
tanks.
Yeah, no tanks. So if we were attacking the garrison, we know how we would attack the garrison from the southeast, from the bowl, just massacre it, and then push in window clear. For the FARP, how would we approach the FARP here? Where we would be approaching from either the southwest or the southeast. I think the southeast approach is better because it gives us at least a hilltop to pretend that we have some sort of fire superiority watching multiple angles.
I don't think we're going to be able to see through the trees
What,
on the
over
FARP
here?
from that angle.
Not into the FARP.
You're not going to be able to
Covering
see
this
anything.
area. In this area, I think it would cover.
I think all of this trees here, you're maybe
Might
look
block
at
it.
it's gonna
Yeah.
totally block it. There's gonna be like
there's not much.
if you include that
elevation
one, like
difference.
that whole area is completely blocked off. That's like as far as you can see.
So instead of that, from the west onto the FARP.
Yeah, I mean, if you push the
I don't
tanks up
think we
to like
want-
over on this ridge line here, at least they can see this gap.
Yeah, my issue with pushing the tanks on this ridge is as soon as they get to that ridge, they're going to be able to get hit by RPGs from the FARP as well as anything that might be to the north.
Yeah, I mean,
But then
you
again,
can
it is a
leave
forest.
them down here somewhere. But the thing is, I wouldn't want the tanks here anyway because where's the infantry going to push
Yeah.
from? And
I
if
get
they're pushing right past the tanks, they're going to get overpressured to shit. Whenever the
Yeah.
tank
So
inevitably
I'll-
like pops out of the forest or whatever, and the tank has to fire its main gun.
I'll leave it to the team leads here. Would you rather us attack the FARP or the garrison? I think both are doable.
I got a coin
I think the
somewhere.
garrison's easier.
I'd prefer to attack the garrison as a gambler gunner.
If we do the FARP, then we've got the potential of vehicle resupply, which we might need given the.
That's a
armed
very valid
presence.
point as well.
There is also the objective itself is potentially resupply if we capture rather than destroy, which kind of to me implies
Yeah.
that we're going to have to defend a counterattack once we get there.
There are images on hub, but mostly seem to be of the town. Right, no, there's the FARP. Looking at 2 helipads, fuel bladders, and basically dug up embankments for cover. And looks like those embankments are dug facing south and southwest.
No, it's still there.
Okay. They're dug facing southwest. Well, those are probably going to
South
be
and
used
southwest,
to,
yes.
to defend against us.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's worth mentioning that's not drawn on the map. This
Is there photo
here-
recon of the FARP, by the way?
Yes, that's what was relaying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the P-Town, the main objective.
No,
there's like
there's photo recon of the FARP.
so on the where the lines I just drew, there's actually like a slight tree line in both of those places. Although that's probably not quite right. More like that.
More like that. Yeah. Okay.
And then the enemy FARP is about like that with
Gotcha. So those embankments are expecting us to attack from the southwest of the FARP, which makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the obvious entry point here.
But
Alternatively,
that does suggest an alternative.
we could attack from the southeast. This hill here,
Right.
I
What about the
can't-
northeast?
the northeast, I don't want to wrap all the way around it and then be attacked from the northeast
Yeah,
to north.
that's
I don't want to be putting ourselves in between that large
the
of
3rd
a
Rifle Division
force.
there. That's actually specifically mentioned as
Yeah.
enemy QRF.
Yeah. I would rather just stay on an axis like this or like this where we're keeping enemies roughly in front of us instead of putting them on our side the whole time.
Yeah, and to
This
reiterate,
hilltop?
it's a fairly small thing, the FARP, so I don't think it will be that hairy.
Yeah. I think we'll put the gamblers in the vicinity of this 190 area. I'm going to give them some freedom of movement along this ridge, up to the edge of the tree line. Up to the edge of the tree line. Gambler 1 towards the west of it. Gambler 2 trying to make use of the high ground as much as possible, just with the goal of providing base of fire against the FARP infantry. I don't like the idea of pushing those embankments and pushing the FARP from downhill, given that it's a quite small objective, doesn't seem to be that unfeasible. I think infantry could probably feasibly dismount at the bottom of the hill here and then move either up this spine or into this valley and up through the valley into the FARP directly. It depends if there's fortifications on 91 and 92 there. I think for now we'll plan for Alpha 1. We'll plan for Alpha 1 to go check 91 and 92. If there's no fortifications here, they'll join in on the main assault. And what I'll do is I'll have Alpha 3 move to 192 and provide some sort of blocking force from the north. And then Alpha 2 will focus on clearing the actual FARP. If there's no fortifications here on 92 in the south, if this area is completely open, I'll just have Alpha 1 join Alpha 2 on their assault on the actual FARP. Any questions or issues with that?
No issues with that. It did look like from the pictures, though, that is just an open field. There's certainly no emplacements. There might be peoples patrolling. Apart from the black line that is through here is a tree line. Like low trees and bushes. Not very thick, like 1 tree wide.
Okay, so I'm gonna delete that mark and the 2 other marks that you put because they don't seem to be too much of an issue. So that should get us a significant plan for the FARP. And going for the FARP makes the attack on Prevalna a lot easier. We're going to be able to get either high ground or similar terrain to it from the southeast of it, and then we can just push in and clear from there. Well, once I know, force strengths after we take the FARP, we'll decide exactly what units are going where. But I think for now we'll plan to move mainly off-road. So we'll go from the FARP into this forest on this road, and then from there we'll probably want to go off-road and establish along this tree line. Probably not that entire width though. Sound good?
Yeah, Arma might struggle going through some of these thick forest areas, and it might take us a while.
I did mark
Yeah,
out the
I think
intel we
definitely
have
will
from
struggle.
the photos on the final objective area.
Thank you for marking that out. That helps. Hard points, artillery pits. Okay.
Those are approximately correct, the artillery pit circles,
Gotcha.
but I mean they're not exact, but they're close.
Gotcha. Okay. Gamblers, once infantry gets in the FARP, once infantry is in the FARP and the RPG threat is not an issue, I want one of you to establish on Gambler Overwatch 2 here where Alpha 1 was supposed to clear if there were fortifications. And the other one, I want you to play this ridgeline, Gambler 1 Overwatch 2, somewhere west of the FARP, and just be a blocking force to our north. Anything that may come in through the north there.
Sure.
So, real quick, the direction how we're getting to the objective, are we taking a right out of this town?
Yes.
Sort of
I was
following
starting to
this
mark
stuff
that
and
up.
up there?
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly where we want to go off-road.
Might as well drive all the way to the end of the road. There's no town or anything there, as far as I can see.
Yeah, I'm just worried about enemy fortifications in this area. So we may want to...
I mean, if the tanks are first, they'll at least get warning, in the sense that they'll stop and start shooting at it.
I like that idea. I think the convoy order is going to be pretty simple. Gambler 1, Gambler 2, and then just the infantry behind it. We're not a super long force, so I don't think we need a Gambler in the middle or at the rear. I think we're okay with that formation.
Sure.
And then...
Reminder, we have Hat also.
But we are going to be functionally useless for the first objective.
I think there's going to be more vehicles than you imagine.
Yes, but
Possibly.
there's also we need a very good position to actually set up in to be effective.
And it takes
enough.
time to set up.
So,
And we have
so what you can
about, I think, 20-25 rounds, tops.
You could set up on Hill 231, cover
so
us
only
from,
like a company of armor, that's fine.
Third
I'm
Modal
worried
Rifle
about
Division
visibility
trying to
from there.
approach.
I'm worried about having them too far
not
away
great, yeah.
and close to the front line. I marked Hat Overwatch. It's 199, 188, 193. I don't know what sort of visibility you'll have from there, but you might be able to see this road in, this road. I'm worried about putting you up on this big hill, even though that's a pretty nice spot. Just because if there are fortifications right here that we just completely bypass, their first step is going to be get up on this hill and just.
Honestly,
piss us.
I'd rather expect it to be the opposite. The fortification is going to be here. That would
Probably.
make sense.
Probably, yeah. and that would be just as bad because they'll just walk down the hill onto you.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe I just keep you with the gamblers.
Yeah. We have a Mark 19 on the Humvee, so we'll have something to do probably.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it at your discretion whether or not you stay with the gamblers or you push up slow behind the infantry and help them with the Mark 19. I didn't realize you guys had a Mark 19. That's quite nice.
There's quite a few Mark 19s, I believe, so we aren't unique.
Okay. In that case, just keep yourself safe for the first objective. For the second objective, we'll find a good defensive overwatch for you.
I reckon we'll probably just set up on 178.
178 is pretty good. There may be a tall building in the actual town you could use. If we're defense in depth, there's 190s out to the north and east, so there's a lot of options.
They've started over, by the way.
I'd prefer being on the other side of town.
I'm aware.
Safe, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay, I think that is pretty much everything. You brief your teams. If you have any questions, let me know.
Alright, you two heard that? Unless you mounted up.
We'll stand by this first Humvee.
Seems like the briefing is done.
I see a fifth person. Real quick, get in the Humvee and let's make sure there's enough seats.
Yeah, so
gun
no one
ones,
told
yeah.
me no one told me to go anywhere, so I joined the first fire team I saw.
Gambler 1, we are mounted, ready to roll.
I
think we have 5.
I don't know. There's 2 gunner seats, oddly, but I'm not sure that that's not that one that's like inside of a gunner for whatever stupid reason.
From Gambler?
Should be fine.
Oh no, actually we have a gunner.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Depends if we're taking the M2 or the Mark 19.
So congratulations, Solo.
Oh yeah. There was like a 30-second delay on the TV.
Okay, so we do all
went to
fit.
the
That's
other
good. You guys all hear
Thank
me?
you.
I'll just do it here.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, cool. So basically, we're gonna hang a right outside of this town, drive up the road, go off road. We're heading to through the gambler box there, next to the hedgerow marks. The hedgerow in green there, not the A3 marks, but the 2 to the southwest of the objective, are both tree lines. They're like 1 tree wide, low trees and bushes kind of thing. Like one. We're gonna push through the gambler mark. Gambler's gonna stop there and provide overwatch. Push to the dismount. We're gonna dismount. We're going through the A1 line. We're gonna check out this thing to make sure there's no enemy vehicles parked up there. The enemy FARP in that little L shape just to the south, that is like a pretty heavy embankment. There aren't any large emplacements apart from that. This is an enemy FARP, so we're gonna expect light to medium vehicle presence probably. I would expect to be a couple vehicles and then some infantry, not going to be like a ton. There are a couple helipads. We have AA in the truck here. We got a red eye, I think.
Ready to go. I'm going to go AFK
So-
and catch a break. So, yeah.
We're going to push up to the south here and then see what this is like. We may need to fall back into the forest and push along with A2 or A3 rather than just like, cross the open ground to die kind of thing. I don't want to do that. So if we need to fall back into the forest because there's fuck all going on here, that's fine. We'll push through the enemy FARP, get rid of this, and then our intent is to mount back up, push north, and then we have this final objective area, or the final objective area we're aware of, marked out the hard points and the checkpoints. There is capture or destroy at the fuel depot and the HQ. Those provide, if we don't kill everything, we can use the assets there to help refuel, rearm, that kind of stuff, our vehicles. The artillery pits, it just says neutralize, so kill the dudes for sure. We'll see about destroying the guns. Don't worry about like throwing AT or anything at it because we have tanks, so if we need to destroy it, we'll just use the tanks. I would imagine.
And demo charges.
And we do have demo charges also, so it's not a big deal. We'll take care of that one way or the other, but if we can potentially use it, to capture, let's do that. Any questions so far about anything?
Are we trying to save anything at the FARP?
Nope. Well, yes, but no. So there's nothing that's noted as being here that we're definitely trying to save, but also it is a FARP, so there's likely to be refuel, rearm. So if we don't just detonate the entire thing, that's fine. But if we, shoot an enemy vehicle that's in there shooting at us and it blows up and chain reacts everything, also okay. we're more worried about living through the FARP than we are capturing anything. The final one, my guess is that after we capture that, there's going to be a counterattack, so it would be probably really nice to have the stuff. So I would expect after we deal with this area here, like actually capture this objectives, probably we grab defense somewhere. I'll have to talk and figure out where, but we'll grab defense on some of this stuff. I would expect we'll be facing north, just because that's just sort of how we're numbered. It's going to be like northwest south kind of thing, I bet, or northeast and south, because we got the friendlies coming around on the west side. So we'll probably have to defend this final objective area for a little bit, is my guess. Anything else?
Do we have any idea how we're splitting up? Prevalna?
1 and 2, are you guys briefed?
We do not. Hasn't been super well briefed. We got to like advance on this thing and then stop. Basically, where we got to.
We're briefed.
Okay.
One.
Chyper, let me know when you guys are staged behind Gambler, and then you'll follow them out.
No questions for me, really.
Cool. Is that... Hold on.
Hello.
2-1 question.
Now he is.
This is 2.
You guys have 2 Humvees?
But we're stacked up in 1.
Okay. Oh, that's right. We got Bravo as well. Never mind. 1 staged.
Staged.
Hey, Roman.
Yep.
How do you feel about me being CLS and anti-tank sitting in
Gamblers,
gun?
lead us out, convoy speed.
I would
70
prefer
kph.
you to not be then.
I could gun. Go. I'm just a rifleman.
Yeah, do that.
He's expendable.
I'm expendable, as they say. I was in that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Chuck Norris.
Yeah, we're all in. Okay, cool.
Excellent. I didn't know you had such a prolific acting career, Ross.
Yeah, it was also the last
you go
time.
in front of us.
Whoa!
Yikes.
What was that? I was too
Because
busy
of
looking at
desync.
Sequest's fruity hand.
Because honestly, we could kill a tank with that desync. Oof.
Your hand is all...
Gambler 2 here, we're having some weird issues with speed, trying to get it figured out.
Oh.
Chyper, what's
It's a
your current
condition,
speed?
you can't help it.
That's a good job you're a CLS. I might need that fixing later.
Oh,
Isn't Gambler 2 the one Deviant's in, or is that Gambler 1?
Gambler 1, slow down so that you can catch up.
One, I think.
Copy, we are halted. Waiting.
Yeah, he's Gambler 1. He's the driver for Gambler 1.
Okay. They're having weird driver issues, that's why I was just curious.
Oh, Gambler 2 driver is blue. So.
Ah, no, they've got it figured out.
What's the ROE actually? Just,
we're
Alpha
assaulting
123,
front lines, so it should be, basically
just
open.
south of
But
the farm.
I'm going to say
It's a
return
little
fire in the
compound
sense
we're
that,
gonna
like,
pretty much
if the tanks
convoy
aren't
right
shooting at it,
past.
don't start
If we
it.
take fire from there,
Yeah.
I want us to dismount south of it
Always
on the
safe
ridge
talk.
and just push
Unless
it
it's,
clear. It should be small.
AT, like, just kill those
Gambler
things.
2 will
But
keep our eyes
What's
out,
up,
we'll
plan?
call if there's any contact.
once we're away from the tanks, it's going to be full open.
Welcome.
I don't know if tanks die before we're fucked, aren't we?
No, we've got a hat.
Yeah,
Just have to
that's
set up.
fair point.
They're like a slower tank.
The thing is, I don't think they fire HE, do they?
No, you're thinking of it wrong. Think of them more like an M10. They're a tank destroyer.
Oh.
Yeah, mobile tank.
Gambler 1, we are making left turn here.
Gambler 1, heads up, you're a ways away from the rest of the convoy, recommend.
When I was
pausing
younger, I
for-
really didn't understand tank destroyer, because I thought, isn't
Gambler
every
1
tank a
copies.
tank destroyer?
Yeah, same.
Well, what it was is it was usually a much heavier gun that was meant specifically for anti-tank work, as opposed to most tanks where their gun was intended to be, in some sense, actually more anti-infantry.
Yeah.
At least in the U.S. and British sense. The Germans, I'm not entirely sure. They kind of had a lot of defensive AT emplacements rather than tank destroyers. Although they ended up with, like, you know, Jagdpanzers and...
Hey, wait, what's your max speed?
At the moment, we're capped to about 45.
Try
trying
really
to get
hard
that figured
and
out
force half
still.
of my head out of the window.
Chyper, Affirm, Gambler 1, your convoy speed 45.
I mean, you could.
There we go.
Are you using Truck IR or something?
Yeah.
Ah. I see.
I see that talked about a lot, but it's never something I've gone for myself because I just don't fly.
It's really nice even on the ground, to be honest.
Flying, yeah.
Like for driving and stuff, to be able to like look at your mirrors, for instance.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really nice.
Going for it now.
It's really
I'd
nice
also
for
like
basically
the-
everything.
Yeah, I would like to duck so I could actually see out.
our speed issue, no limitations.
Control page up, control page down. We'll
Where the
adjust
fuck
it.
did
We'll
they
still
go?
keep it about 45 because you're going to be moving through
just
trees
continue
and forests,
straight
so
on,
we're
cool.
probably going to get slowed down anyway.
Wait, what the fuck? Never knew I could do this inside. Okay. Do I look goofy doing it, or is I?
Yeah.
Nope.
No, your character model doesn't really move.
Just adjusts where the camera is inside.
I see a T falling down northeast.
Ah, nice.
Number 2, recommend you increase spacing
Very useful
just in
when
case we
the
get trees and
vehicles don't
ships. We almost collided back
cooperate
there.
very well with the models.
Yeah, but you
Been playing
Yep,
Arma 3
yep.
since like 2018. Still learning keybinds.
Well, first you have to learn to play the keyboard, like a piano, and then. It does always like take me a second whenever somebody asks for a keybind, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Control Alt Shift, and then I'm like, wait a second, how many keys did I just fucking say?
Capital 1, we've reached target point 1, they look empty.
I feel like
Nice,
if I
open
hold my head like this,
Affirm.
like a dog, I should have my tongue hanging
Jaws
out as
continuing
well.
past, or should we wait for infantry?
Let's continue past
can't
for now.
actually see anything
Once
from
you
here,
get to Gambler 1 and 2 points, infantry will move past
We
on the
just
right.
crossed
Also
the front
marked
line,
out.
Popper.
Capital 1 copies.
Alpha's 1, 2, 3. I've updated the black line to go slightly
enemy
around the
house?
hills for Gambler 2.
Enemy trees.
Enemy tractor.
Enemy tractor.
Giant enemy tractor.
I mean, if we're the Soviet, against the Soviets, that's apparently not an effective tactic, is use tractors to tow their shit. To wait, what, 2-3 days for them to run out of fuel first?
Before the war broke out, Russia Ukraine, I was actually making a mission set in the desert that required Logi to drive out with an Arma
Have engaged what appears to
and
be a
tow
BMP.
vehicles back to a repair bay that had been abandoned.
Affirm, Alpha's
so that they could
break
then be
east and
handed
go
out to
around
the
the hill,
fire
follow
teams
the
on
line.
the front line.
Congratulations on 2S9 crew have dismounted.
Oh. You guys good? Just check yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't have the ability to look at my map and drive because I don't have GPS.
But Raman, you're the one who teaches us how to navigate without a map.
Yeah, no, I can navigate without a map. It's just that he moved the line.
Oh, we need to go left, I think.
Yeah, we need to go north now.
Oh yeah, hard left. Heading northwest. We're way outside the line.
Ah, that's fine.
Gambo is engaging something.
We'll get to flank it from the side now. Oh, everyone's following us. Great.
No pressure.
That's fine. We were meant to go around, and we did.
Gamblers, do you have
suspicious
eyes
terrain.
on
Just
fortifications
left
or
of that.
structures
No,
at
avoiding
Gambler 2
suspicious
Overwatch 2?
Stop. We've gone
Yep,
past
we're
this
stopping
now.
here. And... Yeah.
Full dismount.
Yep.
It's clear, it's not
Throw a
bound.
dot on, I guess.
Affirm, A1. It sounds like those will be for you to clear.
I got it. Oh god, why
I
my
had
keybind
a
for
fire team talk. What was the thing for us to clear?
Remember your marked A1 area, Gambler 2 Overwatch 2. There are some sort of dirt mounts there.
I'm talking about key bindings.
Alright, so
Your
we're
Russian
moving through
scattered
the
infantry poke up
G2
above the,
Overwatch mark, so we're moving pretty much
mounds,
directly
but
west
no
from here.
vehicle contacts from our position.
So, calculating walking or running is
Affirm,
Control
provide
C,
cover
right?
for infantry. Infantry, you're gonna start moving up now.
No, Control C.
Alpha, you're
I think
clear
it's
to
double
move out
tap
along
C.
your marks.
But walk run is
Yeah, one
technically
copy's
press
going
W
into
and S at the same time. You're thinking of combat pace.
No, I'm stuck in this.
The bunker at 3.
Oh, with the gun down, that's double tap control. If you're walking and you can't,
Control C?
no, double tap control. If you're
No, I'm still walking.
it's W and S at the same time.
W and S? What?
Doesn't look occupied from here.
God damn it.
Alright, so we're going still directly west into the G2 Overwatch mark.
It's going to put us out in the open in front of a bunker.
Yeah, we can. That's our goal, not necessarily the direction we're heading. We're going to go northwest, like 315, somewhere in that direction. Woo!
If you have a red eye, you're crouched, and you do combat pace.
Infantry, let the gamblers know when you're getting close to the compound so they can stop.
Solid.
Extra protection, yeah.
That's a bunker with guys
Gamblers,
in it.
copy. Gambler 2 copies.
I think it just got hit with an HE shell, so it might not have guys
Holding
in it
on
anymore.
HE for now.
Let's go ahead and move up, I guess.
From Gambler, thank you.
Hat 1, this is Gambler. Hat 1, do you copy? This is Gambler 1. I'm hearing explosives and rifle fire to my rear, and I'm unable to raise comms with Hat 1 right now.
Hat 1 right here. We have taken very light infantry contact from the southeast, yeah.
Copy, let us know if you need support.
Yes, LA3.
Let's move through this tree line just a little bit to the west, and then we'll push onto that dirt mound.
North. We don't have any eyes, but we're keeping an eye out.
Gamblers A2, we're moving into the compound now.
Lead 1.
Hey, from Raman, is that vehicle contact east? I'm hearing something similar.
Unknown. I hear it, I think engines that way, but I don't know anything about it. We've gotten to the dirt mound in the tree line in front of it.
No, I think it's there.
Something man, we've got a BTR north tree line.
Yeah,
BTR north in the tree line is what I just heard.
Confirm it's past the ridge, correct?
BTR. Correct.
I would expect the
Hey, from
teams to move
Gamblers, if
up.
able,
Let's
move up your Overwatch 2 marks.
Gambler 2
careful
on the
peeking
move.
this, but if you got AT, you can peek it to try and hit that BTR.
G1 copies. It's like bearing 338 and there's a bit of ways out.
Alright, then in that
the
case,
tree
just
lines.
have rifles up, because I see a pile of 3 bodies on top
And
of this
if you
thing right
take
here.
any more contact from the rear, just
there
move
everyone is,
up
it's bearing
towards,
348
towards our Vic
exactly
area.
as possible.
Alright,
moving up to G2
A1, we're going to move west to the other end of this thing.
Hey, from when you establish there, watch southeast.
BTR sound.
Got a bunker coming up.
Infantry, this is Gambler 2. Do you have vehicle contacts over there?
There was one times BTR that has been reported neutralized.
Eyes on another Trax vehicle, could be destroyed, bearing 333. I can't see Trax on it and it's not active.
That looks destroyed to me.
Confirmed it's dead.
Yeah, I stand by this. Yeah, that's fucking.
Gambler 2 here. We overran our initial Overwatch position slightly, trying to deal with that vehicle contact. Do we have any requirement to move back to it?
No, and this place looks pretty clear. Infantry, once we confirm this is all cleared out, we can get out of here.
Ooh, that's a horrible hit.
From A1, oh, wrong net. From
didn't know you could
A1, bunker
teleport.
on the west side is clear.
That is some efficient clearing.
All elements be advised, the server
You guys-
is not happy, we're running out of memory. Facing a memory leak again. Hey, firm
Oh,
up,
that's
seeing
not
that.
nice.
Infantry team is established in defensive positions, watching north and northwest. Gamblers, same for you. We'll hold and see if this stabilizes.
Oh.
Server maybe kill if you can establish north and northwest.
Server appears to be dying, we can't do anything right now.
Just hold for now. See what happens.
The situation and so on, What? Yeah, it was slow speed, but it was fast enough that I have damage.
Yikes.
You know the hook behind the car where you can use the tow or like trailers? That's Iceland. Yeah. Some guy was braking really hard, and I didn't have enough distance.
Keep me updated. Let me know if it seems like it's getting better. just hold.
It most likely won't, unfortunately.
Alright, we'll wait to see what the admins decide. In the meantime, I'm going to adjust our plan for attacking P-Town.
My premium is gonna go up.
Into that forest just looks like a fucking shit show.
I'm gonna pay double next year. From 60 to 120.
I mean, that's still fucking horrible. No.
Yeah,
Double costs.
I'm thinking about calling the people involved, like, hey, I will pay it out of my pocket if we just skip insurance altogether.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Do small accidents. Like if it costs you maybe £30 or so, €30 or so to fix, like why the fuck pay double next year? Definitely not.
Yeah.
But then again, if they say it costs 100 or so, then it's like,
Oh, yep, there's the yellow chain. No, but yeah, the annoying thing is there's no way to prove that it wasn't entirely my fault, so it's they defaulted to me.
Yeah.
Right, remember your slots.
Bastards.
Server is a kill, so it'll be a minute.
You into the next one, Ross?
Yep.
Channel switched.
All right. Well, we will reslot the mission and see how it goes.
Give it about 2-3 minutes.
Yep. What up? Nothing updated, right? Like mod wise.
WebK and something else did.
Yeah. Let's see.
Anti-Stasi.
We're not.
Yeah,
running
no,
web.
BBK Imperial Knights, that's not active. Anti-Stasi is active though.
We need to update our mods then?
No, you don't. This was the 1st of July, so Sunday or Monday even. So no, you won't have to update your mod.
Does Anastasi work, or does it run when?
It's
not
just a
in-
mission, technically.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be that.
No.
Could be something mission based.
Could be.
We'll see.
All
right,
Is
just
it
remember
potentially this
remember your
mission being
slots.
saved before Death and Hit was removed?
No, because it got.
It's been saved after.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
It wouldn't go through testing if it still had that.
It also wouldn't launch on the wouldn't even launch if it still had that, I believe.
Correct.
Yep.
And I will also mention, according to AER, we ran this like 9 months ago, and apparently, and as far as I recall, we didn't have any issues at that point.
No, not like this.
Yeah.
This is a definite memory leak. Question is just what the fuck is causing it?
It was super fast this time too, so it wasn't like previous.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. It wasn't a slow bleed. It just immediately went.
Some bastard.
Did someone pick up a second gun?
That's
I was
not,
joking about
honestly,
it, but
honestly,
actually
that's
done it.
actually a good question. Did anyone pick up a second gun?
Nobody asked me, so I don't know. I don't think any of us had died, so there were no
A1
friendly weapons
didn't. I
available.
don't think that we did, at least because we weren't there
Hmm.
long enough, really.
Yeah,
We
there
found
really weren't.
one piece of contact, so yeah.
Good.
Wouldn't-
Right, not that in.
I can tell you, Pedro.
Mhm.
I downloaded 6 megabytes of updates about 2 minutes before you guys all showed up here.
Okay, that's
that's
strange.
that's the web night thing and the anti-Stasi update.
Yeah, no, it's not the web night thing because the web night thing is a 40k mod.
But I'm more alluding to maybe me downloading updates during the session.
Maybe.
I don't think that would, because it was memory, right? It was memory consumption.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
Just want to rule it out.
Well, we'll run it again, and I'm gonna keep a track on memory.
All right, server's back up, guys. Start making your way back onto the server. Remember your slots.
Oh, hey, we won't have to brief this long this time.
Yeah.
We just mark everything out.
It's a plus.
We also have an extra couple of people now. Do you want to, now that you know what a hat is, do you want to drop one out of hat and get an extra fire team or something quickly?
How many?
I would personally love a sergeant if we have the extra person.
We have extra people.
I know for sure that A1 had a 5 instead of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Pedro,
Just a quick rebalance.
Would you rather move your team to Matt? I'll leave that to you.
Yes.
Okay, if you want to take Matt, because the tow is just not great for this environment.
Clark, jump into Matt 2 Gunner. Who else joined? Like Jeff?
We got Ross and Pillow has just showed up as well. That
Gotcha.
No, okay.
All right, we're getting.
It's him. He crashed the server so we could play.
I don't know. It crashed right as Turtle was joining. So I mean.
Yeah.
Turtle was joining and disconnecting.
What would the
ban Turtle for cyber crimes?
So that's enough for you. Want a sergeant, Hede?
Yeah, I would love to have a sergeant if I can have one, because
all right, Ross or Pillow, it's going to be you.
What's the job of sergeant in this case?
Managing 2 gamblers and a Matt team.
I see.
Potentially 2 Matt team. Because who was a 5-man fire team? Because that shouldn't happen. Who was your 5th?
Ross.
Me.
Ross.
Oh, okay. All right, so that takes care of you. Then that is just Pillow. Needs a home. We can give a Matt 2 team leader and just separate them into 2 teams.
I'm okie dokie with that.
Yeah.
As long as I have a sergeant.
You comfortable doing the sergeant role, Ross, or would you rather
No.
Pillow did it? There you go. I thought that was an important question that probably
I was like, hey, wait a minute.
Is there anybody that wants to do sergeant?
I think that's a better question. Yeah, I'm fresh off night shift. My brain is not.
We could pull anybody in one of the fire teams who wants to go up can. Because we have the bodies to
I can
replace.
take fire team lead instead of sergeant.
I'll do that then.
All right.
There you go.
Cool. Let's do that.
Clark, you want to lead Matt, or you want to shoot Matt?
No, he's with Matt too. Or oh yeah, never mind. Are we separating the teams? Is that okay with you, Hayder?
The Matt team? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Pillow.
If it's okay with Clark and Pedro.
Sure.
What do you need me to do? What?
Would you want to be a gunner or a leader?
person?
I
We're
would
giving
much
you a
rather
team
be a
lead,
gunner.
basically.
Yeah, I would much rather be a gun.
Cool.
We'll just fall down to Pedro anyway.
All right. Going.
Okie dokie. When we do get in,
back to Tharp, or
you guys weren't. Yeah. It wasn't.
I mean,
fully
we could
clear.
attack it again. It took what?
I'll clear up the stuff you guys have dealt with.
Holy shit.
doesn't
Oh
sound
wow.
good, Pedro.
No, this Jesus. It went from 7.5 gig memory used, or sorry, 9.5 memory used to 21 in about 20 seconds.
Wow. It does get up there, but the problem was it was getting up there and then climbing to 24 when we had that memory leak.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to say that won't happen again.
It did say that Turtle had a modified data file. Could that make a difference?
No.
That literally is anybody using mods. So all of us.
We all do.
Oh.
No, it's turtle hacking.
Damn.
Goddamn
turtle
turtle
Bitcoin miners I installed with those
Turtle
remain
hacked
last
the server
week.
down.
Is there any? There's no script running in this mission, right?
Huh?
Nope.
Not from the mission, but I mean, our mods have some scripts because some of them are
No,
like that.
I'm just curious because we ran a pretty successful ops last week.
Yeah.
Didn't have any issues, and
My only
Could be
thought
the
is
map.
maybe Ace update, because there was an update, right?
No.
Oh.
The only thing that's been updated is anti-Stasi.
Interesting. When me and Peach loaded a sandbox earlier to test out the hatchet, I had to update those 6 megabytes of mods, even though I played last week. It wouldn't let me in the server.
Yeah,
so there was
we
a version
had an
difference.
update to anti-Stasi, and 6 megabytes sounds about right.
Speaking of launching.
Yep. Everyone's loaded. Hang on, is all the headless clients in? Yes. All right, going.
Channel
Got it.
switch.
We're gonna brief by Alpha 1 Humvee, which I think is right here.
Okie dokie. Back
Brief is
out
going to be by
here.
Alpha 1 Humvee, just get to it.
Oh.
You want the tank still on AlphaNet, or you want them on XO with me?
Unbelievably fast.
Sure.
Plan is pretty much unchanged. We're gonna move. The gamblers are gonna take their stuff in Gambler Land. We're gonna move around.
Important question. Did you want the tanks on AlphaNet, or you want them on XONet, and we talk on command? Or you want me
XONet.
on... Okay, tanks on XONet. Did you want me on AlphaNet, or me on CommandNet?
You should be on Alpha with me.
Okay. Ramen on Alpha?
Quick check.
Sergeant to tanks.
Can I have a quick radio check down the line, please?
Number 2.
So that's good. That's good. That's
Excellent,
good.
lovely.
So we'll take that,
We're
and then
staying on
the
XONet
plan will
this
be if we remount. Right. Is everyone standing next to me, leaders?
Except for the tank guys, but I could just relay to them.
I think I'm the only one.
I think you're missing an infantry one.
Yeah, we're missing Alpha.
And
2.
you're missing Matt, I think.
Quick check. We need Spool.
You can just get him over here quick. I'm just quickly marking up what I want to do for this final area.
Let me mark the stuff I was marked before. Here, 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 here.
Find us a Spool.
Hello. No worries. No worries at all.
Wait, who's Alpha 3?
Alpha 3 is Bravo 1. They're just acting as Alpha 3. Right.
Okay. So West Wilson.
I've put markers inside for our assault on the FARP, and then after we take the FARP, we're going to remount, and everything I have marked after that is in global. Plan is we're going to remount, we're going to move northwest. The gamblers are going to establish overwatches on the town. I'm going to have us hold for 30 to 60 seconds before we actually go in and let Gambler get some time to get overwatches. I'm going to say... I'm actually just going to say 60 seconds. That'll give Gambler time to set up overwatches. Do I have the Gambler leads here as well?
No, just me at the moment.
Okay, well, you can brief
Yeah,
them.
I'm
Perfect.
just going to relay.
Awesome. So, do I have Matt teams here as well? Matt?
Is this going to be a hard time limit, or are we just going to wait for them to say okay?
We will wait for them to call that they are established, and then we'll start moving. Just wait for them to call established. So, do I have maps on this net? I'm gonna go run and grab them.
Alright, so
My
tank
fight
guys, you
is,
listening?
So they will be briefed at the same time. That's sufficient.
Matt, are you on this net?
ExoNet.
Cool. Plan remains the same
now.
up to the enemy FARP. After the enemy FARP, you'll see that stuff's marked in global rather than side. Basically, the infantry is going to hold up at that A hold mark as we push through the Overwatch marks. Once you call that you're established on the G Overwatch 2 marks, infantry is going to start pushing on.
And you can use the map teams at your discretion. I didn't realize they were on ExoNet with you. You can just use them as you need, wherever you need them.
Okay. Do you not want them with infantry?
They're on ExoNet with you.
Matt teams, are you on this net?
Right.
Okay. You guys are going to stick with the infantry mostly, partly because you're crunchy and near tanks that can drive over you, and I don't want you overpressured by the main guns, and partly because I'd rather have you guys supporting the infantry as infantry rather than supporting the tanks who can kill everything you can kill.
Pretty much unchanged. Well, I think we're good. Any questions?
So after the 2 Overwatch and the infantry pushes past, we'll move on to Overwatch 3, and we're mainly looking at overwatching the town while the infantry moves up. More orders will follow when we get there. But this first part was the same. Does anybody have questions about this first objective?
Ramen, I'm going to pull this Bradley off left.
Cool. Exo, you guys, or not Exo, I am Exo. Matt, are you guys happy with your vehicle and all that shit? I saw some stuff inside.
Hey, friend, we are happy.
Awesome. Ramen, do you want to ride with me in the special car? There was a Willy Jeep thing.
It's was like right there. I thought. I don't know where it went
Gamble 2 is the Gamble 1.
I'm looking for it. It's worth the time.
Gamble 2, this is Gamble 1.
Go for Gambler 2.
Are you able to sort out your driver issues at the end though? And are you able to get up to 17 km again, or are you still stuck at 45?
We should be good, yeah.
Copy, we're gonna go off at 70 km. Let us know if you need us to slow down again.
I'm gonna say for this first part, probably make the convoy speed like 50, just so that we don't, at least while we're on the roads, until we can make sure that all of everybody's actually with us, and then we'll hit it up from there.
Watch out, Ramen. I'm reversing a little bit.
Alphas, once you're briefed and loaded, line up behind the Abrams and let me know when you're ready.
Peach, you'll
From EXO, the speed limit on this first bit is going to be 50 kph, and then once we get everybody who's, you know, we're not lost anybody, anything like that, we'll step it up to like maybe 70 from there.
Yeah, you have the 2 lead assets, so you call the convoy speed.
That was literally what I was just doing.
Awesome.
Alpha 2, Alpha 1, beef and range.
Awesome, gamblers, you guys ready to step off?
Yeah, they're ready.
Awesome. Ramen, tell them they can step off.
Right.
EXO, tell the gamblers they can step off.
Gamblers, ready to step off. Let's go.
G1 stepping off.
Once we get everybody
I
in
heard
line,
someone mention if we're retaking the FARP or not. Assume the FARP is hostile. We'll be pleasantly surprised if it isn't.
so we're moving under the assumption the FARP is hostile. It may not be, but we're going to move under the assumption it is.
Is that all the teams? Did
I think there's a medic behind us, but yeah, we're good.
I'll tell them to get on here. Channel 2, 343. You check, alright, we're not missing anyone.
I would just stagger offset. It looks like we're good. You guys can go ahead and step it up to 70.
I'm assuming it's going to be hostile. If there isn't, we'll be pleasantly surprised.
Speed limit stepping up to 70.
Copy, stepping up to 70, Kevin, man.
Your shift.
Can you imagine some dude in the 70s driving this fucking Jeep? Like, compared to the Humvee, right? When, you know, the Humvee has got like a big D, it's got a fucking start knob. Like, it doesn't have a key. There's no locks on anything. Like, okay, and then how about this? Oh yeah, this one, it's a Jeep from World War II. There's no synchro gears. I hope you know how to drive manual. Here you go.
Yeah, not having a synchro is pretty rough. I've seen people drive this thing, and it's just like Basically, it's just like pushing the clutch and you wait a second. Like literally wait a full second.
Well, I mean, the other thing is, like, you know, it's good for what it is, and people overestimate how much power it has because it weighs fucking nothing.
in the middle of the lineup. Stop swerving left and right, please.
It's a cute vehicle.
But I mean, like, you know, it weighs like it's 500-600 pounds total, like minus the engine.
Yeah. I would love to get one of these.
It has like 80 horsepower or something like that. I want to say it's not a lot.
Oh yeah. No, I can't go very fast.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Careful.
Hat, do you guys have or Matt rather, do you guys have radios to listen in on AlphaNet or no?
If they want to go on Alpha, I'll leave it up to them. I'm just going to have them follow infantry if that's...
Okay, just curious how much telephone I have to play.
This one's pretty clean.
I mean,
you could have ridden with us.
I would rather, honestly, it's not that I care about, like, you know, having the extra teams to talk to. It's, I feel like putting Matt with me is a weird choice because they're the infantry
well, they were already
support.
on Exona.
I know,
I'm okay
it's,
with them not being there.
I think if it was a whole weapons team, like all of the different ones,
Yeah,
or like
'cause
it would make sense.
really would make sense,
But I can
yeah.
push him over to Alpha if you want, since I told him basically you'd support
your
infantry.
discretion.
Because
Your discretion.
Yeah, I'm gonna
If you want
probably.
them on me, I can take them.
Well, I mean, it's not like I need you to command them. It's just I'd rather have them listening to what's going on with infantry. Because if infantry's like, oh shit,
If you
there's
want to
a...
send them to AlphaNet, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'll push them over there
You might
so
catch
that
up 'cause
they
you've
can
got
hear
us
what the infantry's talking about.
Yeah,
You've got
and
ourselves
I'll just
stuck
have them
between two trees.
follow the infantry teams.
That's what I've got them doing anyway. That's the
perfect.
thing, is like, because I was like, there's no reason to you be fucking next to the
Yeah,
tank.
they
Because the
can
tank can
kill,
kill everything they can kill, and if the tank's there, it's going to see it
bumping
back.
one of the trees.
So,
they're for the infantry. They're organic AT,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, wait for you, wait for you.
And then the
I'll have
tanks
them
are-
stick with Alpha 2 for now, I think. Or stick around Alpha 2.
Gotcha.
Whatever the middle is, middle element, I'll have just say that.
Yeah, you could have
Okay.
one go with 3 as well, maybe to that block point. Up to them.
Sure. Okay. Matt 1 and Matt 2, you ready to copy?
Confirm send traffic.
Alright. You guys are going to push over to AlphaNet. Matt 1 is going to follow Alpha 2. Matt 2 is going to follow Alpha 3. You guys are going to be sort of organic AT for those sections. You may get swapped around which team you're following, but for now, those are the ones. Does that make sense?
I'll be swapping to AlphaNet.
Copies. Gambler 2 here, we do have infantry contacts on the berm.
Infantry contacts on the berm confirmed.
This is Matt 2 on AlphaNet. Matt 1 Alpha. This is Gambler 1. We have
Welcome, Matt teams. You already had a brief from Ramen. Let me know if you have questions.
Brief summary for Alpha 2, Alpha 3. You guys are going to have a Matt team tagging along with you.
I'm gonna go past.
1 at the dispatch mark. Alpha 2 to ASL.
Done.
Alpha 1. Do you want us to go to Alpha 1 mark or wait for the rest of the fight teams?
Wait until 2 and 3 are staged and ready to move, and then you move off together. Don't wait for me though. I'm a bit far behind. I got lost.
I do think that... I don't know why it amuses me, but, like, I've got the CO mark on my, like, character guy, right? Like, following me around on the map. The funny part is, that's legitimately probably how it would actually be, even though I would probably in this situation also be under your command, in a sense. Because if I'm commanding half a platoon of a gambler...
Yeah. 1 and 2 step off, 3's already moving. Let's go.
Like, yeah, realistically, I'm like a company commander guy, or lieutenant commander, and you're like a platoon sergeant.
Yeah.
Moving.
It's, the Alpha 1 vector is pretty close to where our command deck is. If you want to go there.
Just some slight confusion, I think. When I said Alpha 3, that was Bravo 1, so that will be Matt 2. Matt 1, you're going to be following Alpha 2. Actually,
Yeah, copy that.
yeah, okay, you guys figured it out.
Just for SA, I will be referring to Bravo 1 as Alpha 3. It happens interchangeably, apologies.
Alpha 3 Bravo 1 copies.
Just going to refer to them as Bravo 3-1 now.
Found you guys.
Alfavo 3-1. Hello.
Bralfa 3-1.
Bralfa 3-1. I like it.
Go.
I'm just gonna sit here and not die.
Gamblers starting to push up to our previous Overwatch positions in line with infantry on the breach space.
I would let infantry get a little bit closer, but yeah, Gambler 1, if you wanted to start moving around, that would be fine. Gambler 2, same thing. If you can't see shit from where you're at, definitely move.
Chyper1, let me know when you're able to take that rampart.
Copy, we were just in the progress.
Roman, you want to join our group?
No, I'm got the exo mark following me around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's probably best for him to be separate.
Yep, no, I didn't think about that. That's good.
I'm gonna move up with one.
Command A2, we're having some gun malfunctions. We'll be up in a minute.
Gambler 1, watch that northern tree line especially. There were vehicles there previously.
Yeah, copy. We've already engaged and eliminated one there.
Seems like Matt is engaging vehicles just behind the dome. Yep, the engaged BTR is what that was.
Are you able to safely establish that block point, or do you need to wait for the other teams?
We would rather wait for the rest of the teams, because that BTR would have rolled up on us in the
Hey, firm 1 and 2, when you guys are able to push off towards your objectives.
I can also push. Where the hell did you go? I looked down and you disappeared in a bush. I can also push the tanks out, sort of further west, like where Gambler 1's at.
If you want to.
Like I can push Gambler 2 up and... Like I can push Gambler 2 up to like Hill 188.
Done.
Dealt with casualties, ready to move to objective.
Gambler 2, you guys can go ahead and sort of push even with the FARP. As far as north-south goes. Gambler 1, you guys are free to maneuver as well.
Thank you very much.
More copies.
Pedro. Out of character question. Server, okay?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're at 22 out of 24 gigs.
It was at 21 a couple minutes ago, so not too bad.
No, but it's still like running out of memory.
Yeah.
Well, that just means we gotta do this mission quick, right?
You just gotta be fast. Well, keep up.
I'm gonna go grab the car. G2, XO.
Go for G2.
Just a reminder, be careful with that cannon when you get infantry on all sides like that.
Yep, copy. We're holding fire with the main gun for now.
A2 checking in enough now. Bulls KAA, like and taking command. Up 1 to ASL. We've cleared our sector, waiting for further orders.
Understood. Is this entire FARP clear?
It seems clear from our end.
XO, have the gamblers hold here so that infantry can go back and remount, and then we'll step off along the line to the northwest. Contact coming in from northwest. Infantry, let's deal with that first before we leave.
Alright, gamblers, the plan is you guys are going to hold position here. Infantry is going to get back, grab their Vics, and come back through us. But for now, you can just expect to hold position and watch north and northwest.
Correct.
Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. 1 and 3, are you guys both 4?
To XO, any word on where those infantry contacts are coming from out of the trees?
That was northwest of infantry. I'm not entirely certain about where.
Copy, searching.
Lead XO.
Center lead.
If you want me to ferry some dudes back to go grab some Vicks, I have our little Jeep here.
A1, A2, and A3, pick one guy each, send them to XO mark and ASL mark. We're gonna go recover our vehicles.
Right, we got infantry contact inside the woods, south of our vehicles.
2 and Alpha 3, collapse southeast and move towards our vehicles.
Gamblers,
Alpha
just
1,
be advised there is
hold on.
infantry contact back behind us to the southeast. On approximately Mat 1's position.
Visual and Gamble 1 to relocate.
I'm sending infantry back.
Gambler 1, go ahead and start looking east and push yourself east a bit so you're not got your back to the tree line. Gambler 2, continue looking north. Gambler 1, probably hold off on the main cannon rounds, slinging those into the trees otherwise, though.
3 PID as we move through here. Careful.
If anyone shoots me, I got a glow stick on me. They better know.
I'm worried about Matt in there.
Take us right for the RSA,
Alright, I'm gonna go run down in there.
You want to ride? I mean, I can give you a ride.
That's all good.
Gambler 1 XO. I was gonna ask how effective you guys feel like trying to fight through the trees where you are.
We're just trying to find a position, please, so we're just going to push up further south infantry.
Understood. If you feel like it's not working out for you, let me know. I can get you something else to do.
Enemy tank bearing 107 from Alpha 3.
Gambler 1, bearing 107 from Bravo, there is an enemy tank called to their east, southeast. It's going to be outside the tree line to the east.
Yeah, we're engaged, knife fighting.
Gambler 1 is aware they're
Here,
engaged.
do you want assistance with that?
Gambler 2, if you...
XO, be advised, that might be a second gambler. That was a target to the south. There's one reported from 3 to the east.
Gambler 2, stay where you're at for now. Gambler 1, be advised there may be another tank that was not necessarily the same direction that the tank was reported.
Copy, we've got some form of enemy infantry to the southwest as well.
Armor just engaged infantry from the east. XO, I'm going to need support to the east.
Gambler 2, go ahead and push east. If you need to go northeast through the gap in the trees there and come around, we need support to the east of it, where infantry is at right now.
Copy.
Gambler 1, stay where you're at and sort of support down there to the south.
Mad 2 is being fired upon. Gamble 1, I've got enemy infantry.
Mad 1, are you able to spot and engage this armor piece?
If you could mark it on the map, I will try to assist with infantry as able. I have one of the gamblers moving to engage right now. Additionally, infantry marked south of Gambler 2, or Gambler 1 rather, in the tree line.
Mad 2 to the lead, just want to confirm, was that the only tank?
I only knew of 2 tanks that are both destroyed at this time.
Gambler 2, be aware, Matt has reportedly destroyed a second tank. There may be nothing for there when you get there, but go ahead and continue around.
Alpha 2 and Alpha 3, once we've cleared out this area, grab your vehicles and head back. I'm going to find Alpha 1's Vic and I'm going to bring it up for them.
Roger, where are we headed to?
we're gonna mount west of the FARP. I'll give you a mount point. Mark, remount southwest of the fob.
Gambler 2, excellent.
Change it. I'm putting the remount on top of the hill.
Gambler 2.
You guys can sort of continue that entire clockwise circle and meet up back with Gambler 1 where they're at. Obviously, if you engage anything on the way, that's great, but it sounds like it's probably dealt with at this point.
Alpha 1 to ASL.
Done.
Dealt with targets north in the northwest, northeast sector. Waiting for the pick.
I'm in your vehicle right now personally, so I'll bring it to you soon.
Oh, nice. Thank you. This is Gambler. We are holding rear security to the south of the infantry formation.
Yep, understood. Gambler 1, you guys can go ahead and refocus north. Gambler 2 is coming through that area
Can you
now.
confirm that gamblers have eyes out to the northwest again?
Gambler 1 is just now shifting around to face that way.
Awesome, I want to get the element moving again.
Say again, Gambler 2?
Gambler 2 here. Road control complete. No contact spotted.
Excellent. Go ahead and come up here. We're going to get it back on this black line in global. We're going to be global. We're going to be expecting to move here in the near future after the infantry finishes mounting up.
Hey, Roman.
Yep.
You see those overwatches I put for the gamblers? I want them to establish in somewhere near those so that they can cover the infantry as they push into the dismount.
You want that right now?
As soon as they're ready to step off, yes.
Okay. Gambler 1, Gambler 2, go ahead and push to the G1, G2 Overwatch 2 marks north of your our positions along the line.
You guys able to mount
Let me know when you guys
as
are
well as the
staged.
mat
Though. They don't need to be inside the circles, just somewhere in those vicinities.
3's mounted right now. G1 copies, moving out now.
Let me know when you guys are mounted. Stage on A1 vehicle.
Hey, Ramen, load up.
Yep. Tanks are moving out now.
You want mat teams to stay behind the respective infantry?
Yeah, stay behind your infantry in the convoy.
One moving out now.
Splints. We don't have painkillers.
We're gonna step off roughly towards where the gamblers just went. We're gonna hold. There's a mark, A, hold 60 seconds. We're gonna hold there till the gamblers establish in their overwatches, and then we're going to push past, following the black global line to the Alpha dismount location.
Gamblers XO, just a heads up. Once you guys are established, the infantry will push past, but until you are, they're going to be holding at the A.
No, it did sound good. Sounded like Gambler killed
G1 copies, just engaged and eliminated an enemy UAZ.
Destroyed a UAZ is what
You're
that was.
swinging wide of G1 on the left.
That's not.
Yeah.
Copy.
Okay.
I mean, admittedly, some UAZs can have SPGs and stuff, so it's not like it was totally necessarily.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nothing to worry about for infantry, really.
Let me know when the gamblers are in their positions and we can step off.
What's the hold up?
We are waiting here until the gamblers are in Overwatch so that we can safely move through our points, as I just said.
There was armored contacts up there.
Got it.
Somebody was actually listening.
Can confirm that the platoon thought the same thing for a moment. Gambler 2 was like, kind of panicked there, Gambler 1. We thought there was armored contact up
Gambler
there.
1 engaged with hostile T-72, destroyed. It was
Engaged and destroyed T-72 just now.
We also have a pillbox.
Let me know when Gambler 2 is in position. Once they're set.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on.
Gambler 2,
Just call
we
it
have
on
camo
radio
netting
when they're
100
set,
meters
and
to our
then-
north.
Okay, it sounds like the G2 Overwatch may be in place position for the enemy.
Looks like the enemy have entrenched this field around your Overwatch 2.
From what I'm hearing, it sounds like G2 Overwatch may be in place position for enemies, so we're gonna let gamblers
They've
destroy
engaged
that
and
quickly
destroyed
and then move around
one
it.
times T-72 so far, and there's camo netting that they're spotting.
XO, I need your assessment. Do we need to infantry clear those camo nettings?
let me get the opinions of Gambler. G1, G2, need your opinion. If you guys are moving, not necessarily with G1 standing on the Overwatch mark, do you need infantry assistance to clear the G2 Overwatch mark, or is that something you guys can do on your own?
This is Gambler 1, we might need assistance.
Okay, in that case, just get in a position to be supportive to that, and I'll have them move up.
Okay.
Yeah, infantry's gonna need to do that, it sounds like.
Is it only on Overwatch 2?
I will confirm. They said the field, but I don't know if they just mean like the open area, not in the trees right there, or like the whole fucking field. Gamblers, can you confirm the extent of the emplacements? Do you just mean like the G2 Overwatch area, or do you mean like the entire open area there?
Hold, we're engaged with a hostile BMP.
Hostile BMP engaging?
We have a hostile BMP to our northwest, engaged and destroyed. Hold, I'm going to get marks out on enemy emplacements now.
They're going to mark it now.
Wait for orders. I'm planning us having to clear some fortifications.
The marks are going to come in soon.
Okay.
Obviously, Commander's busy dealing with engaging BMPs and stuff at the moment also.
I just saw a helicopter, MI8, south of us, heading west.
Reference T-72 destroyed in place and pillbox marks.
Understood. Are you aware of any other locations, or just those two?
Unknown at this time, I am engaged with hostile infantries within the bushes about 100 meters in front of me.
Alright, in that case, G1, you guys can go ahead and pull back down south
Overwatch
and
has
support
light
from
fortifications. We're going to need to move down the road, and instead of moving past to our original dismount for the town, we're going to need to stop at the
Gambler
hill
1 can pull
marked
back
A1,
to the G1 Overwatch
and Alpha
mark
2 and Alpha 3
to
are going to
assist
push
infantry as they
west
push
into
forward.
the valley,
You don't need to be
and then
in
north
the bushes
into
trying
the
to knife
actual
fight with
G2
infantry.
Overwatch location, and clear the marked building. Alpha 1's going to establish on the hill as fire superiority for the short time being. Let me know when you guys are ready to step off.
Bearing 345, moving east.
Understood. Be advised, tanks have reported armed hip in the air north of us, moving east. You can move infantry anytime
Let's step
they're ready to
off
move.
towards those objectives.
Infantry, be aware there was enemy infantry reported east of the pillbox and around the pillbox area, and the T-72 destroyed and placed. There was an additional BMP in that direction that's also destroyed.
Alphas 1 through 3 clear to step off towards A1 hill and then towards your assault marks.
Alpha 1-2, Bralf at 3-1.
Alpha 1 ready to move.
Alpha 1, you're good to go.
1 step off. I don't know why he's not moving.
I don't know.
Second step off.
Gambler 2 here, yeah, flipped enemy vehicle, we're just finishing them off.
And we fucking move, guys. Please. Oh shit.
This is Matt 2, we just took fire. We're on the move.
No, just get in. Drive.
Okay, direct south against chasing us.
Gambler 2, can I have you guys pull back a little bit? Infantry's going to be pushing up there. Gambler 1, be advised there's contacts to the south as well.
Copy, do you want us to reorient south?
Ouch. Shit. I'm hit.
Yep, this is bad.
Reorient south, yes.
Fine.
I'm bandaging my chest.
Setting up base of fire position.
Affirm. Alpha 1 established that base of fire. Alpha 2 and 3 move and clear the rough pillbox area. Find the fortifications Gambler was talking about.
It's also going to be the forest to the east.
Where's the east? What?
Of the pillbox.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like, did you see where Gambler 1 was sitting in the forest up there? It might be there as well. I'm not 100% certain where they were saying.
This is Gamma 1, we've had red smoke popped on our location, possibly artillery smoke.
Yeah, you're going to want to go ahead and relocate.
Then? Yeah,
we are reversing back. Keep in mind, Alpha 1 position is pretty shit.
It's all shit here.
Got another helicopter east.
SLXO? Just be advised, one of the tanks just spotted red smoke popped up on their position and they're relocating. Possible artillery strike.
Also, there is an MI8 to the south as well.
Can't confirm, artillery strike hit.
Gambler 1, be advised, we engaged and destroyed 1 times enemy tow position inside the town. There might be more.
Copy, thanks.
So, what about this position needed to be cleared by infantry? This is extremely light.
I don't know. That's what they said.
Okay, well, this has just cost us a lot of time.
This is Gamble 1. I'm hearing hostile
Agreed. Let me know when you guys are done with this location and we're ready to mount back up and move on our original marks.
Gamblers, can you guys be ready to move to the next Overwatch? Gambler 1,
Let's move back to our vehicles and
continue
get ready to
watching
step out
south
along the
until
route.
the infantry moves on. Gambler
Exo,
2, you guys can push out to Gambler...
over to Gambler 1 Overwatch 3? Or is it not safe?
Wait one. I was intending to keep Gambler 1 looking south where they're at, since there's contact that direction, push Gambler 2 over there.
Hey, firm. Let me know what you need to do. Just, I want to get cover in that field so we can move.
Gambler 2, go ahead and push west to G1 Overwatch 3. Gambler 1, continue watching south until infantry's passed, and then you'll take over Gambler 2's current position.
Did not see that infantry contact behind us.
Are you bleeding, by the way?
No.
Cool. I took all the rounds. Fun.
Yeah. So ridiculous. I fucking hate how Zeus is playing this like a fucking RTS. Like, infantry are on us way too fast. Like, this is supposed to be a surprise attack. I don't know how they're like teleporting on our flanks like that. Fucking ridiculous.
To engage. Alphas, let me know when you guys are mounted and ready to move.
Understood.
Alpha 2 in position, ready to move.
You know approximately about what time you're going to make it over to that Overwatch 3 area? Obviously, if you're engaging stuff in town, continue.
I need to check with EXO one more thing and then we'll step off.
Okay, sounds like they're engaging stuff in the town. They've destroyed a tow emplacement and a tank so far.
Okay, is it safe for us to move along our route to Alpha Dismount?
I'm going to ask. Oh, wrong that. Yeah, whatever. Gamblers, Gambler 2 specifically, is it infantry safe to move up to the dismount mark to the north?
Alpha 3, move over to Alpha 1 and 2's vehicles and get ready to move.
Just checking in on those artillery popping behind us.
I'm aware, Peach.
Okay, alright.
Fucking aware. I don't want to
understood.
be
Gambler
here.
1, pull away from the trees if you need be. Gambler 2, that dismount mark and the infantry make it there safely, you think? If they don't answer me, I'm just going to say send it.
Alpha 2, all units, be aware the red eyes do not work.
We're waiting on Gambler. Alright,
Okay,
Alpha,
let it go.
step off.
Yeah.
We might just die on the push here.
Alright, Gambler 2, be advised, infantry is pushing along the line to the north past you. Gambler 1, once infantry is moving...
I need Gambler to prioritize moving west. East is not a fucking problem.
They're not...
I need them to prioritize.
They're not. He's looking north into the town.
Okay, gotcha.
Gambler 1, you guys can go ahead and reposition onto G1 Overwatch 3.
Copy.
G2, you guys can pay attention to the southeast
Why are we
after they
artillerying?
reorganize.
What the fuck is going on?
Copy. We're still engaging contacts in the town.
I do not like. I fundamentally not agree with how.
Continue engaging stuff in the town. I'm just letting you know you may need to be aware to your southeast.
Copy.
This is Gambler 1. We just engaged and eliminated the hostile SPG truck.
Other teams step past. Go past.
Moving to Overwatch 3 now.
Understood. Be aware, infantry is now approaching their dismount mark. We're going to be dismounting and starting to move into the town on the east side.
Alpha team, this dismount mark is rough. Just get towards the edge of this valley area.
G2's engaged, like, I think 2 or 3 vehicles and a couple tow plate emplacements. G1 is engaged SPG truck to the southeast and something
Alpha
else.
1 to Alpha 2, sorry for the incompetence of my driver.
No worries.
Alpha 2 and Alpha 3, while we're here. Actually, Alpha 1 and Alpha 3, while we're here, let's step off and start establishing these points looking into the town. If you want to get gamblers over here once they're done dealing with what they can deal with from there, this is a second angle.
Yeah, G2's already moving up over here.
I'm gonna bring our vehicle into the valley, into the forest.
Yep.
This is Gambler 1. We have a hostile tank on the other side of this bridge right in front of us. G2, you have a hostile tank off to your west.
Just be advised, there's a hostile 272 back there to the west by Gambler 1.
They able to deal with it?
They're working on it. I'm just letting you know about it. I can see it from this position here, 240, so you might look out if you're exposed to that.
I think it's just killed Gambler 2, or Gambler 1.
Okay, well somebody in a MAT team can look southwest 240 and see this tank moving.
You need to get Gambler 2 looking southwest.
Gambler 2 should be aware. The Gambler 1 was telling him where it was. That may have been the wrong net. Gambler 2, you engaging the T-72?
Is that a T-72?
The one at 240? Yeah, it sure is.
Gambler 2 here, where's that T-72?
From my position, it's 240. From your position, it would be approximately the same.
There's another one, 255.
And I have visual confirmation. Gambler 1 is destroyed. We need to have a Gambler 2 northwest.
I think we lost another Gambler.
Oh no, they just ate shit. Gambler 2 is now eating it as well. Need an extra infantry dude somewhere? Because,
feel free to join our fire.
Just stay with me, Ramen. Alpha teams, let me know when you've established on your watches so we can start moving towards the town. We gotta get in there quicker.
Retake west. Alpha 1 spotted T-72 bearing 300. To enter the town. Moving north.
I'm gonna go snag an AT out of the truck, I guess.
T-72 moving out of town. Bearing 296, firing at our position.
Are you able to engage this? You're the only armor piece, or anti-armor that we have at this time.
We need to spot it first. We have 0 spotting capability. Several hundred meters west.
Matsu's lost sight on the tank.
Alpha 1, are you able to wrap around to the north over towards, or east and then north over to Alpha 3 and maybe we can work on getting in the town here?
Negative, Alpha 1.
100.
I think I completely missed.
I think I might have turret ringed it. Exhale engaged and destroyed the T-72 west of position.
Yeah, Alpha, regarding the last thing, Alpha 1 is able to go north and wrap around the town.
Now I'll do holding cover in that case.
Hello.
Why do you think I'm moving to the
Hello there.
Yes.
Do we have
You have a mark, A3 mark.
Yes.
Can I have a split?
Yeah.
Try to get eyes on this.
Just try to
town and see if we can get in
keep
here.
eyes on the town to engage any targets.
Everybody gets
See for now. I'm not part of the spacing build.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god, this space mates are not close ranking mates.
Hey, not trying to get
Should be good.
spacing.
Do we have a medic?
We have heavy AT to save you.
I'm afraid. Not splinting. Surgery.
That's a fair comment.
Top level.
Alpha 1, ASL.
Alpha 1.
Copy my last to move east and north and link with Alpha 3 and see if we can get into the town here.
Yeah, good copy. We will move it so immediately. One moving to 79 position.
One's going to hold in the extreme west for a while. Make sure that we don't get flanked.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alpha 2, as long as you have effective eyes from your position, continue to provide support on the town. As soon as you're no longer effective, I need you to move in towards the town as well.
Do that.
Be advised, whoever truck is next to that green dot, I'm stealing it. By stealing, I just mean driving it.
Alpha 1, if you look north, there are fortifications across the road. I want you to move north and move towards the artillery pit and begin working on neutralizing that.
We had a few Alpha 1 copies. Do you just want us moving east this down?
I want you to get on the north side of the road and move west towards the field HQ. I'm going to work on getting 2 in the town.
You got it.
Alpha 2 ASL.
It's 2 send.
I want you to get your vehicle, move into the town, roughly the location of Mat 2 truck, and then from there, move west along the south side of the road towards the south side of the field HQ and assist A3 and they're clear towards the center.
Copy, we'll cut.
Any fortified buildings are clear.
Map 1 will follow into the town but head towards the northern end of the town. Look around with A1.
Affirm.
Whatever team's pushing the artillery pits, I got a gun truck back here supporting you.
A1, let me know when the artillery pits are clear. 2, keep me updated on your progress clearing out the town towards the HQ.
Okay.
Select 3.
10.
Want us clearing this hard point to our south here?
If it's going to block you from crossing, I'll have A2 deal with it.
Not necessarily blocking, it's just we don't want to cross it and have our backs enemy.
Confirm? Yeah, 2, if you can prioritize clearing the hard point on the south side of town.
Off onto ASL.
2's down, wait 1. As soon as 2's lead wakes up, I'll have them clear the hard point.
Copy.
They're a small team right now though, so I can't send them without their lead. A2 is stepping off towards that hard point.
Alpha 1 to ASL.
10.
Just some red smoke deployed at the artillery pits. We think potential CAS or artillery.
Once you've cleared out the artillery pits, move back into the town southwest, north of the field HQ, and move west towards fuel depot.
F1 copies.
A2 entering hardpoint now.
From XO, there is an enemy UAZ with troops just came in northwest of Alpha 3-1. Bravo, Alpha, whatever they are.
1 to Alpha ASL.
Huh?
This is A2, hardpoint clear.
Alpha 1, let me know when you're able to push southwest and assist with clearing the north part of the town.
Alpha 1, this is Alpha 1 moving southwest into town. We had to take cover from a little bird doing a CAS run.
A little bird?
Oh no, not a little bird, I don't know, enemy bird.
Lead XO.
10.
From my position up here to my west-southwest marked position, empty tanks, there's at least 2 times in that area. Like T-72's tanks, just not trued.
Okay, we are very overrun in the town here. I need you in here helping, CQB.
Will do, where you want me.
Move to 3, B1.
Alpha 1 to ASL. You want us to hard clear every building?
A fortified building, yes.
Right, copy.
Oh, Arma space program. Let's not.
From your location, continue pushing west down that road on the north side of the road and clear buildings towards the fuel depot.
With AF1 copies.
Map 1. Direct west of map 1 marker, that building's occupied. We can see gunfire come from it.
1 copies.
Darn.
If you need to bring it down, do so.
Tank west in the intersection, audio.
Dimming west.
Enemy F1 spotted enemy tank west in town.
Too much gunfire, I can't get a shot.
I repeat, enemy tank west in town.
Hey, it's coming down the main road.
I can't do shit if I'm being pinned.
Don't do anything. Stay in cover until that's sorted.
I'll tell you when I see it. I can see the corner.
Hit the track.
Careful, don't.
If you cross the road,
Beware, you can also see it 300 occasionally.
Matt 1, are you safe where you are?
Matt 1 is pulling back to our vehicle to collect more ammo. Gunner is up front at the depot building with Alpha 1.
Confirm, as long as he stays with A1, that's good.
Alpha 1 engaging targets northwest of the position.
Alpha 3, let me know when you're ready to continue moving west through the center section of the town.
There's still a tank alive? There were two, right?
One's dead. I don't know where the other one is. The other one's around the corner here? I don't know.
Last one I hit was like down there past the red brick building and backed up to the north.
This is Matt 2.
Done.
Just had an enemy UAZ pull up to our vehicles at the back line.
Starting to get encircled here.
Yeah.
Tanks in the depot again. Next to the burning one, a little bit south of it.
So.
To come into the main road to your west. 10.
Dealing with casualties right now.
A-firm. Great, there's a tank directly in your line of advance.
But knock me down for a second, we're engaged.
A-firm.
Oh, cool, you found him.
Where is this tank?
Last seen was by the burning when it moved, though, after I hit it. It would have probably gone west or south, but I'm not sure. Found it.
Mats, this area is just kind of a disaster. Just do your best to skirmish with infantry towards that last T-72 with the RA and see if we can knock it out.
Yeah, from.
This is Alpha 1, we're back to full strength, pushing west.
A-firm, if you need to wait for the rest of the team to get in line, do so. Just make sure Mat 1 doesn't die.
SLA3, we're full strength. What are your orders for this?
Continue to push west until we find the exact location of this armor, and we can get Mat 2 too to knock it out.
Be advised, we've got an active tank inside the fuel depot. We're trying to get a solution now.
Mat 2, I recommend moving from the south of the fuel depot. I'm gonna move that way.
2 copies.
Alpha 2, how's that hard point south?
Still in progress.
Need a medic on map 2. Where am I needed? Enemy southwest. Enemies. Map 1 is on northern side, inside fuel depot.
A2 is on the roof of the hard point, so just check fire.
Northern end of fuel depot is clear. Map 1, this is Map 2, we're making our way to you. Copy up. We're inside the compound, breaching warehouse building now. Copy, we'll climb the wall.
Command's awake again. I just saw a message from command. We have to hold the town of Prevlana.
Or we can retreat.
Do we have charges to blow what's here?
Hello.
Brian sees him.
Immediately killed
What?
2 medics and the person they were trying to save.
Hello.
I found him at the exact wrong time.
Found him after he dies.
No, that's fine, guys. You don't need to pay attention to the fact I stopped mid-sentence. Where'd Ramen go?
Fairness,
Oh, he was
that
looking for the
very
tank.
Hot area. Like you were.
I know, like, but I mean,
You
like,
were almost borderline unsavable for like a minute.
I mean, kind of, but at the same time, where I was standing is where Ryan and them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also no one was there, and there were HMGs and patrolling infantry all over that area.
There were.
I mean, there weren't. I was in cover. Is the thing. I peeked out and was like, "Oh, a tank," and then stepped back and got tagged on the way back in.
Yeah, but do you see the building that Emo is in right now? A2 and Emo. The HMG on the balcony there was still active.
Yeah, but it wasn't what killed me, and it couldn't see me.
But
so.
it killed 2 of the people in a nearby. Well, it wounded 2 of the people in.
They should have just come from the east like I did.
That
and then they
building was
found me.
occupied, and it was a whole situation.
What happened with the tanks? Because like, Gambler 1 said, "Hey, there's a T-72 across this ridge from us," and I was like, "Cool." Gambler 2
shot both of us.
Yeah, I know. Like, I know which one it was.
One
even.
shot Gambler,
A quick 1-2
shot
punch.
us.
Yeah.
We got the call out that it was there, started turning to go look for it, and then it killed us before we could actually find it.
Wait, did you guys actually start turning?
There was a lot more time between those two things.
We hadn't moved
from
to
my
haul,
perspective.
Commander and I think Turret had begun looking.
Yeah, I heard it's southwest, so I started flipping around to the southwest, which was almost directly behind us.
We
Before
didn't
the turret could even get turned all the way around, we were dead.
I mean, so if you look at where the tanks are, Gambler 1 is looking at it. Gambler 2.
Yeah, Gambler 1 put a shell into it, it fired one at the same time, we blew up, it was fine. We called out before we died that it was to Gambler 2 straight west.
Yeah,
it reversed out and then just put a shell into their ass.
I mean, if you look at where if you go a little bit further east of Gambler 2, there's little, like, the 2 trenches that are dug there. That's where I was standing at the time. And I was like, oh, look, there's the tank, because I could just see it. The empty entrenchment there is where it was at, for anybody that isn't aware. So if you go to, you see where everybody's at in town, like in the grass radio tower. If you face south on the hill, there's some 2 entrenchments by the command jeep thing. Not the ones that are right next to the jeep, the ones on the other side of the tree line from it, on the north side. There's like a long trench and a short trench.
Where is this jeep at?
Ooh, enemy forces have re-secured the artillery.
Okay, so if you look at the map, if you just look at the map, if you see the A dismount mark, just smack your camera there real quick.
Oh, way over there.
And then if you look north from there, you'll see the jeep. And if you continue north past the trees,
they did
you'll
not
see
do anything to the artillery. They just kind of soft cleared them and then left. And now the artillery is occupied by the Russians.
Is it? I don't see anybody here.
The Russians walked away from it now.
They have that territory. Arguably.
They could have put a person on the ground.
I think one of them is destroyed, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
One of them is destroyed. I think it... it killed itself.
I'm pretty sure it was me tagging it with a 50.
Wow. Just cooked on the motor pool.
If I remember this mission correctly, there's a last stand bit here as well, right?
Whoa. That's what's going on right now.
Well.
It would be entertaining if one of those T-30s woke up and just started firing into the motor pool indiscriminately.
Just firing straight up in the air.
Well, I think one of them shot while it was being cleared and hit, like, next to the long building right there.
Yeah, like in the woods near it.
Direct.
Yeah, because I was sitting in a jeep by, like, the edge of the, like, the rectangle of trees away from the building, and just saw this huge explosion.
I thought I could
over
see
there.
you, but it just barely couldn't see you over the...
I mean, I'm sure the guy could see me, because I think I tagged 3 of them, or 4 of them. But
yeah, you killed
the guns.
The one that fired couldn't actually see you. But the other one could.
I think, I'm not going to go too hard on them for this one. I think we send like scattered infantry contact and then just let them either fall back or defend.
Sure.
Just let them complete their objectives, and then we can call it.
So stop sending in infantry?
No, we just keep up light infantry contact.
That's what I've been doing. I'm just waiting for you to call whenever you want to call it.
Gotcha.
Somebody said them a reason to go blow up the D-30s.
I
think that's what they're doing right now.
It was a bird's gas strike. What happened to the bird?
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm about 90% certain it exploded in midair while it was shooting at me as I stepped out of the vehicle with a red eye to target it.
Oh.
I just don't know if anybody shot it, because I was flying it and all of a sudden it was just immediately dead, no feedback or anything.
I'm pretty sure
there is a discarded red eye.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a red eye on the road through town that I saw. Right by the main HQ building.
Yeah, where Clark took
next to the
AT shot on the BRDM.
The red eyes we had no ammo, so that was.
Oh, I see 2 on the ground actually. So who knows? Maybe they just
one of those
dumped them
is
because
mine,
they felt
I
they
think.
were worthless.
One of them I traded for AT. I think there was a complaint about the red eye where if you're crouched and you start walking or something, like it clips through your character's head and you can't see anything.
Oh, I have no
feel
idea.
like we've discussed that issue before. That sounds right.
Sequesh has scavenged AT. Is that what he was going to use to do the job?
I like these two dudes just, like, chilling by all those burning vehicles.
Alright, Alpha wants to destroying the artillery.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Heyday did mention, like, you know, do we have explosives? Cool. Okay, well, let's blow this shit if we're gonna leave, then.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him, but
I worry Sequesh might have a false sense of security because that last one didn't explode violently and start blowing them up from closer up.
Toast, you're gonna need to make another 2 or 3 UAZs there now, since, you know, that's how they multiply.
Zoro, what are you doing? Get clear.
He's a medic, he knows what he's doing.
And the D-30s do indirect fire on the other one.
Oh, he missed.
Oh no.
I
He's
think
using the
they're
opposite.
too close to... They're too close to do indirect fire. But it would be funny to have the D-30 just start shelling the town. It's like pointed at the intersection over to the west.
What D-30 are you talking about?
The ones that they're destroying.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if you want to send like a couple of platoons of infantry to pick and wipe out the forces there.
Matt just drove through A1 while they're destroying those D-30s with AT. That could have been very bad.
Trying to destroy them with hand grenades.
I mean, realistically, that would probably work, but...
Yeah. That's probably turtle. That probably was turtle.
Yes, hi. They can see me, fair and square.
The famous hacker turtle.
Yes. Infamous hacker turtle.
You know, if we capture him, we can probably figure out who this hacker known as 4chan is.
Oh.
I'll never spill my secrets.
That's what
you don't have to spill
that's
them,
what
you
the
just have
bad
to tell
guys
them.
always say, but in fictional media, torture is actually effective, so we'll get it out of you.
Well,
Oh,
it depends on what you define as effective. If your goal is to get an answer, it's effective.
Toast, are we continuing the attack here?
Yeah, you can keep infantry attack.
If you care about the accuracy of the answer you get, not so much. But if you just want an answer, it works.
Toast, send in something light from the west for me. I'm gonna send in something heavy on the east because that's where they are right now. Pincer, go! Where's my Ural?
friendly
There it
force
is.
to the
I'm
north?
a
What
very
happened to
good
them?
Zeus. That's hostile. There's no friendly force to the north.
Yes, there is.
Okay, well then you tell me, Ramen.
I'm asking because the whole thing is We're one of two parts of a friendly hammer and anvil thing, and I'm asking where the friendlies on the north are, because that's where they were going.
We're breaking... You know what? That's... Okay.
Yeah, this should be the 11th.
Yeah, the other platoons are pushing parallel with your forces. That's supposed to be the...
Ooh, friendly forces have started using the Dishka on the balcony.
I like
well,
50.
Started then stopped.
12.7 millimeters, my favorite caliber. Unless it's used against
when
me.
you say 12.7, you mean 12.7 by 108 or 12.7 by 99? It's an important distinction.
Ooh, I guess 99.
It's a distinction, but if you're getting shot by it, is it really an important distinction?
Well, it is, because if you're being shot at by the 99, it's probably the US or NATO. In that case, you're probably going to lose. If it's a Dishka, maybe.
I guess if it's a Dishka, it might also just be mounted on a motorcycle or something stupid.
What I hate is that they couldn't give the 1 extra millimeter to make it 100. They had to make it 99.
That was a good grenade.
I like a good grenade. I was like, that's a lot of grenades.
Machine gun arm.
Peach with the one tap.
Man, I love Zeusing. Who the fuck? Lycan, are you in here?
No, Lycan was wounded by that engagement, but he did not die from it.
Damn, I gotta up my accuracy so I can pitch him and letting me co-Zeus with him. Next one.
You have interesting negotiation tactics.
Yeah.
I'll say that much.
They left behind one of the D-30s.
I'm just trying to get him in the room so I can negotiate.
Let's
start negotiating.
They did throw a grenade at it, to be fair. It just
Are they deploying Agent Orange, or is it...
He threw a hand grenade at it.
I mean, it's sitting in a pile of ammo. It should have gone off.
If, and only if, that grenade landed in the pile of ammo. It
did.
Not. It landed on the other side of the D-30. With the great
Toast.
big, legs of the D-30.
Sending in a... I think... I didn't... I need to go back to the copy pool. The BTR, I think?
Okay. Yeah, it seems like they're falling back, so...
The BTR DMD?
Unknown. It's all I know is BTR.
BRT or BMB.
Is that artillery?
No, that's an MIA rocket pods.
Yeah, that's also a bit too small for artillery.
Now the MI8 with their uncannily accurate ass gun.
A high D. Why not?
Heinz gun.
Okay, so the red eyes completely work. I don't know what's
driving, you dumbass.
Oh, the thing is, some of us picked up one without ammo accidentally, probably.
Oh.
Somehow.
So that's why we call it.
That completely fucked me up because I openly stopped sending air contact at you guys because I didn't want to fuck that up.
Good.
It's fine.
That was the plan.
Lost gamblers by that point anyway. So
that was a cycle that worked.
The Mi-28 Havoc.
That would be a very mean final boss.
An enemy gunship. The main gun of that thing.
I'm just happy that its name came to me. Like, as I was saying it, I was like, the Mi-28. And then my head, I was like, I don't remember what the hell the name for those is. And then just got supplied mid-28. I was like, Havoc, that's the one. What's the 52? Not the...
Let's say push through contact and make it home. They will...
What's it?
Be GG.
I'm gonna chase from behind with this BTR. Just...
Fine.
But,
force them into the teeth of your ambush, so make it good.
Will this actually be a mission complete? Because weren't we supposed to hold it till the friendlies were there?
Hold or retreat.
No, it's hold or retreat.
Ooh, that BTR-60 is in one hell of a position.
Oh.
Because it seems there's now more enemies in this area than we left.
Does it know?
So is it moving across the field right now?
Is that a BTR?
No.
Ooh, they drove right in front of it. They woke it up. Yep, there we go. I like the position it had. I'm sad to see it moving. Not surprised. I'd be pretty freaked out about staying in that position if I was that vehicle crew, but
Why does it sound like somebody put straight pipes on a moped?
What sounds
the
like?
BTR? It does not sound like it has. It sounds very weird.
Maybe it's hand crank.
sounds normal Arma weird to me, but
Yeah. I mean, cook-off sounds like popcorn these days.
Yeah, Ace changed it to make it more realistic or whatever, to make it sound less like popcorn, and they failed.
Oh, they were way out of range. Whatever.
I love that they're just driving up behind us and they don't even know.
It's better to just have them park for a little while. They'll see the other and the Humvees and drive
good for him.
past.
Dude, I'd like for him to park, but he's doing some really fucking stupid stuff.
Where is speed? I mean,
yeah, just stop right there. Yeah, that's maximum right there.
Peach and the other one is like, oh no.
Opening up on them right as they are trying to slow down to go through the trees.
Oh! What just happened? Desync or something?
What? For fuck's sake. Why did you turn right, you
You guys just swerved into us.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be along the road, I'm sorry. That's why I thought I was going to drive down the road, but it's still fucking road.
Oh, what's happened?
They rammed us, the bastards.
I had no idea where you were. I didn't yes, I'm just fucking...
Technically, Pedro, you rammed them. They just happened to cause it.
Well, I think it's one of those, you know, the whole situation went from moderately successful raid into enemy lines to destroy a, you know, rear area into now somebody's got to get court-martialed posthumously, and they got to figure out what the fuck.
So we have to push back to that location, secure the bodies, and investigate the crime scene. Well, the accident
Russians to
scene.
wait while we investigate, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, they're actually looking. Fuck's sake. Just go.
I think it would be funnier if...
Are there any bodies?
I want Cook-Off to shoot Clark now for no reason.
What happens to them?
Going to happen.
He is standing next to a burning vehicle.
I'm pretty sure it's just Dude, watch him get killed.
Oh
by
no!
people.
Oh yes!
Oh god.
I hope Cook-Off kills them.
The funnier one would be if Pello's not paying attention and just drives into the other vehicle with Heyday.
The BTR-16 to investigate.
I mean, back to helicopter.
If I was somehow still alive in one of those vehicles, I wouldn't want to be saved at this point.
Yeah, kill me, please. That would be
I was
mercy.
slowing down and just continuing straight because I knew you were there. And you
very
also slowed down but
chicken.
swerved hard right.
Let's find a little bit.
Yeah, so I
Is everybody-
thought you would have been pulled onto the road. That's just...
They're all out.
Oh,
there's
behind
fucking
me now.
hostiles on the road. Well, now they're not.
Well, they were out of contact until you just spawned more for some reason.
Oh, the ambulance doesn't have a weapon.
It's no man's land. There's a random patrol.
Oh, this is definitely on our side of the front line.
Russians shooting an ambulance.
Then
That's
it's
kind
because
of
on brand.
Counter-assault?
It's
What?
in front of the blue and below the red.
It's
What are you
below.
talking
No,
about?
it's below the blue.
Oh,
No,
trust me, Turtle.
it's
That
still
doesn't
north of the blue.
that doesn't mean anything.
It's the crazy. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well,
Those, yeah.
Oh, wait,
something
then
like
it's because
that,
I am a cruel
you
Zeus.
should never
No.
ever trust that to be anything more than the approximate, like front line.
There was,
not the
there was-
actual
funnily enough,
exact front line.
There was a mission that that got ran there where people died like that. And you weren't best impressed with it.
Well, I'm
That's
okay.
neither here nor there.
Yeah. What? The,
We
okay. Cool.
have a break, and hopefully we can figure out what's going on with the server.
Somebody clicked too fast.
I'm going to restart the
Well, it was
server.
you,
Full
I think,
restart.
because I've got to see all of mine.